3,
Yep.
2.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a fact finder, and I'll remind you, believe when I say I researched this all day, but we
God damn
are
it, dude.
two-sided pod. You need to rebut all I say with all of
they're
your
coming.
ragings. Tell me why I've got red hair and
You do.
ginger pubes. Tell me why you bitch and moan, it's all you
You're doing
do.
it right now.
Now it's time to get drunk and go on stereo. That's the two-sided way.
Jesus, John. I don't know what to think anymore, man. I don't even know. I'm unsure. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We are here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Even though it's a fucking horrible idea, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be either. But we are. Oh, also, 3 a.m. Greenwich Sandwich Time on Wednesday mornings if you're across the pond. You shouldn't be here either. Go to sleep. What are you doing? Catch us on the socials, though. Spotify, Apple Pod, Amazon Music, Patreon, at Two-Sided Pod, all one word, all lowercase is our handle. Look us up. You won't be impressed or disappointed. You'll be disappointedly impressed. Oh, John. I mean, I'll drink to that. You ready for a shot, my man?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Let's raise your glass and lower your expectations, folks. It's time to get weird.
Cheers, everybody.
Woo. And folks, just again, anyone live on the Stereo Streets, we're here live in the YouTubes, and anyone who is watching live in the YouTubes on anything other than a phone or a computer, our faces look really big on TVs. Real big. What about that? Yeah. I'm in your goddamn house. What now?
I'm a little smaller.
I'm just right, John. And that was our Goldilocks intro. All right, bud. I'm in your capable hands. Fucking lead away. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, as we go along. Pop those 2 packets. Let me plug in, tune in, and turn off, and then we'll start the show.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Buy that ticket. Take that ride. Here we go.
I'm going to do that really obnoxious thing that people do, like say your parents or whatever, where it's like, oh yeah, what are you from Baltimore? So you're like, you live like near the bridge, don't you? So are you okay? And it's like, Mom, I'm nowhere near Baltimore. What the fuck? So yeah. Anyway, how is everything? That just sounds really stupid. Guys are in like Arizona, California, Los Angeles, whatever, like New York. I don't know, anywhere that's not Baltimore. But at the same time, I just want to sound relevant. So yeah, good times. Your like metaphorical bridge is intact or something.
Something like that. Well, Baltimore Bridge is falling down, infrastructure failing now. Come on, folks, let's burn them down, all them bridges. Something like that.
So I was on a ferry today, and talking about that bridge.
What was his name?
And so I was speaking with one of the crew workers of the boat that I was on, and he was all, yeah, well, the pilot messed up. The pilot messed up bad. He was going about 7 knots, and going into any kind of channel like that, you can't be going more than 2. And so, yeah, they're talking infrastructure and they're talking this and that, but the pilot messed up. And that's a little insider information.
Well, just so you know, I don't know if you listen to ferries, but you don't listen to news, and that could be a downfall, but it also could be a good option, good inroad. They said that the ferry was losing power as it came in, so they didn't have any thrust, any momentum, so he couldn't slow down, couldn't reverse, couldn't do anything. And if you see the thing, they're all so. Granted,
he was going too fast when that happened.
Right, because you couldn't slow down. Right, when you lose power. I don't know, John. Have you ever been in a boat?
I have.
John just lost power.
Oh no!
Shit. Turns out John has to be a ferry captain tomorrow. John has to be a ferry tomorrow. John, do you have to move to Baltimore? Do you want to use your words, or what are you doing there, bud?
Let's see. I'm echoing. Hey, my boy Pete, leave the show. Come on back.
Fair enough. All right, and that's just leaving this stereo streets. It's not leaving the YouTube. So anyone who's watching YouTube's, we don't have to pretend this is happening. Oh no, we can honestly just continue on. Ain't that right, John? That's right, Pete. What about now? How about now? Can you see me now? Can you hear me now?
Wow. Great.
What the fuck?
Is it gone? Let's find out.
Send me an invite, bro. Yes, the old technical difficulties. One of the things we like to do, we like to do podcasts in Morse code. Smoke signals. We send out carrier pigeons from the East Coast to the West Coast. And once the carrier pigeons arrive from the East Coast to the West Coast, our messages are delivered, and therefore the podcast can continue. Folks, John L. Peacock didn't hear anything I was saying, and he likes to focus his attention on the thing in front of him. He didn't realize that the show was continuing on without a hitch. John, we're goddamn professionals. It's like fucking clockwork, John. It's like Clockwork Orange, John. Just like that. Get your cod piece and your canes, boys. We're going out on a Tuesday.
Well, howdy. Hey, all right. That was terrible.
All right, I'm going to continue popping packets. Focus. Oh, you threw everyone out of the show.
The stereo did that, but yeah, pop the packet. Max.
Oh, yeah, boy. Good grief.
Good grief.
You guys gave me the messages. What's going on? Ah!
Right. We're getting so good at a lot of things and the segues and the communication, but I feel like the one thing that we both need to work on, and when I say we, I mean you, is when something happens, don't be a deer in headlights and look away.
Deers in headlights don't really look away. They look straight at.
Well, they were going too fast, John. That's the thing. The deer were going way too fast to hit that bridge. And the thing is, there's too many deers on the turnpike, and if you get that many bucks and does, you can't doe and buck your way out of it. You know? Okie dokie. I don't know, John. I don't know, bud, but you make me want to drink. I feel like you're a horrible child, and I just am at my wit's end as a parent, and I don't know what to do, and I just drink myself to sleep before I put you on the steps of a fucking firehouse.
Well, thanks for drinking instead of putting me on the steps of a firehouse.
Well, this time of night, I don't want to leave the house. If it was daylight, I would.
Well, hey, let's do that shot.
Let's do a shot, bud. Cheers. Bing, bing,
cheers. Pop the packet. Let's start the show.
Fair enough. That sounds like a goddamn plan.
Greetings and salutations on this fine Tuesday evening. John L. Peacock Esquire and my boy Pete. Listen, death steals everything but our stories. The answer is always in the entire story, not a piece of it. In the meantime, give it a shot.
That's a great idea.
Dub, always good to see you, my man. And in the meantime, let's tell that goddamn story, John. Let's tell that goddamn story. Raise your glass, lower your expectations. We're about to start the show, folks. Here's to you,
Cheers,
everybody.
everybody.
Bing, bing,
You're
bing.
welcome for listening. Well, howdy.
Why can't that cut out and you go silent and quiet and look off in the distance forlorn for a while? Why does it have to be something before that shit? God damn it. Okay, I'm in.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two-Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
Yeah, John, the you and the me, the wrong and the right, the no and the yes, the ebb and the flow, the push and the pull, the give and the take, the yin and the yang, the Abbott, the Costello, the crystal, the balls, the clown, the little tiny car that clown gets into, the midget and the spritzer, the strong lady and the and her hetero life mate, Claire. I feel like there's a lot happening here, John. I lose myself in this. I really need to write this down. You know me. That's how they get you. That's how you get prosecuted in a court of law or persecuted among your friends. Neither one is going to happen to me on my watch. Not today, John. Oh no, not today, bud.
You know, for a second there, I thought you were telepromptering it. I thought you were right in, and then you tapered off right around the crystal and the ball, which was fantastic.
Yeah, I caught a niner in there. Calling from a walkie-talkie? What are you doing there, bud? I don't know. I give up.
That's great. Before we pop those mini packets, because people are so excited about the show starting, my boy Pete, let's start with a general check-in. How you feeling?
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Final answer.
So about an octave and a half. That's how you're feeling.
Yeah, yeah, right around there.
That's great. All right, pop those four. Let's get started.
All right, here we go. I feel like he saw my tax return. Jesus. Yeah, that's how I felt, bro. I know.
The lion tamer and the lion tamer sticks his head into the mouth of, come on, fuck.
That is true. That is true. Oh, Lion Tamer, Siegfried and Roy. Come on. Come on. It writes itself.
The toothpaste and the teeth.
There you go. Nope. Not going to go there.
The Dawson and the Creek.
Oh, that's good. The Shit Creek and the Sands Paddle.
The Riddler and the Two-Face in the 1995 classic. That's like, I mean, get a pen and stab them into my eyes. 1995 film, Batman Forever. What was my point again? Yeah, Two-Face Riddler, that was it.
Yeah, You see how easy it is to derail yourself? See? You fucking did it too, man. You couldn't just say Two-Face and Riddler, could you? Nope. From the classic 1905 hit, the blockbuster extravaganza that some people love. Yeah, I know. It's difficult. Conservation of words. It doesn't come easily around here.
Well, when you said the crystal in the ball, I had to think the Lucille in the ball.
Oh, I was going to say the Alamo in the basement.
The Desi and the Arnaz.
The Pee Wee and the Francis.
Francis. The Seinfeld and the Newbert Newman.
Oh, that was a tough one, John. That was. I can see the joke, John. It's crowning. Keep pushing. You're almost there.
Speaking of almost there, that's going to lead us to our first lightning round.
Lightning round! It's time to get down! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Woo! What's up, John L. Peacock? What's up, my boy Pete?
What up, lightning round guy? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. How'd my audio come in or not? Was it good? I didn't get a test before. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Sibilance. Testing.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
We're on the show right now. You don't need a test now. I hear you great. The people on the YouTubes hear you a little different, but I'm sure they'll chime in if there was any bad things. But right now, it looks like you're good. So we don't need to talk about it. Remember, don't pull the curtain back. Remember we talked about this?
Yeah. Well, my memory is about as short as your attention span, so I feel like I can't be held accountable for the things you said previously. Anyway, it looks like you guys got all this shit under control. Good luck in the future. Bye.
Huh?
Fuck, John.
I stopped paying attention.
I know, fucker. This guy, he buys into bits. Even when they're horrible, he fucking buys into bits and loses all track of time. God bless him.
Well, anyone knows that the first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. Bye, boy Pete. Are you ready for the questions?
I don't know how I can not be, John. After the big intro you've given me thus far, I am ready. Let's right this ship.
My boy Pete, what are the benefits of soft drinks?
A mixer. That's the only thing. A chaser. No other benefits. They're bad sugar, sodium, carbonation, bad for your teeth, bad for your health, but it chases that booze flavor away if you're weak constitutional wise.
Well, I mean, I have to agree with that one. Little bitters and some ginger ale does body good. I first learned that soft drink is actually a response to hard alcohol. When a server came up and said, would you like a beer, a cocktail, or maybe a soft drink? And I was like, oh, all you had to do was say it that way, and I realized it's part of the whole cocktail thing. It's just the soft one instead of the hard one. Wow.
Would you like?
Thank you.
No, you missed the whole thing then, John. If there's threes, if there's hard alcohol, soft drinks, it's flaccid beer. It's a semi 5%. You keep playing with it, it could be a 10%er. I don't know.
Well, it does have beautiful head.
Jesus Christ.
My boy Pete, second question. What makes a successful soft drink corporation successful?
The secret recipe, John. Any corporation that you stand by one product or a line of a small group of products, it is your core recipe. Fucking Colonel Sanders didn't get by on 8 herbs and spices that he shared with everybody. It's 11 herbs and spices that he kept fucking secret, John.
That's true.
Goddamn secret.
That's true. What is it they say? You don't sell products, you sell yourself.
Exactly. Well, they say first one's free. Kid, you want to fly? No, I learned it from watching you, Dad. I forget what they say, but yeah, it's the same thing.
Well, my boy Pete, what is your favorite mass-made carbonated soft drink?
Okay, that's actually I do have one. Um, it is made by the Pepsi company, but it is not available in the United States. It's only in I know in Eastern Europe. It was called Lift, and
Oh,
it was like Squirt, but not as sweet. So it was pretty much carbonated grapefruit juice that had a little bit of sweet in it, but it was just like Jesus Christ, like ugh. When I went to Prague, I came back with 4 1-liter bottles of that in my suitcase. Like, this is delicious. I'm bringing soda. Are you bringing plates? Are you bringing anything that bring the countryside from Prague or anything that is historical relevance? Oh, Lift soda. It's what Pepsi would want.
now
Fucking Americans.
was that super caffeinated like Jolt back in the day, or is it different?
No, no, not
Okay,
caffeinated. It was. I don't think it had any caffeine.
that
I
makes
don't think
sense. It's
so.
for a European market. That would
Yeah.
make sense. A final question, my boy Pete. What's the best Mountain Dew flavor out there?
Jesus. They're all fucking horrible, but they're all based on a dare. I feel like every Mountain Dew flavor is made by some sweaty, pimply kid who eats pizza and plays video games in mom's basement. And god damn it, I appreciate that. I'm not against that, but I'm saying that's where the flavor comes from. It's the essence of that. I would say the orange lightning blast, the cool, the something lightning breeze, lightning. Because I know everyone's gonna say Code Red, but nope, not here.
Well, that was the
You need
original alternate flavor, right?
you need soft drinks like me to stand on this wall, John. Yeah, you're goddamn right. I ordered the Code Red, and he's having the regular Mountain Dew, and he's having a Fanta.
Don't you want a Fanta?
Oh shit. So dumb. So dumb. Yeah, no, but seriously, you get fucked up enough if you're a little bit stoned and you're like, oh yeah, let's order pizza. Oh yeah, and Mountain Dew. Yeah, you'll drink Mountain Dew. You'll feel horrible the rest of your life or that night, but I mean, you're already this
Which is
far gone,
maybe one of the same the rest of your life,
right?
the rest of that night.
Yeah. The clock is a ticking, my friend. The clock is a ticking.
That's great. All right, we got a couple packets. So we're going to get into our first segment.
All right, here we go.
Could you guys be like my favorite Italian partners from like Super Mario Brothers? Like say the Mario and Luigi,
Oh,
Mario and Waluigi,
Wario.
Wario, Wario,
Mm.
or Luigi and Waluigi, or why do they call him Waluigi, not Waluigi or something? But yeah, that's bye bye. But the point is, I've done it again. I've gone off piece.
I'm
Okay,
saying,
so what I was saying
right?
is,
It's
you
contagious.
guys just do that whole kind of Italian accent and just go, "Scusi, scusi."
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win. I'm a Luigi. Waluigi.
Boop beppo. Beep boop. Scusi, scusi. No, that's the whole thing. Mario, out of that whole realm, it's Wario. Wario's the best one. He's gonna win. And I feel like he's the guy of the group you want to party with. Like he's the one who has a good time, but also can, fucking lay some pipe, if you know what I mean. It's what us plumbers do.
This again, you will surely die. So let it be written.
Day one, lasers.
Oh shit, John! I just got to say that reminded me of Buck Rogers, and we have GSP out in the audience on the YouTubes. We got the boys watching on the big screen. The big screen. I've been listening to the Buck Rogers. No, I'm sorry. I've been listening to the and here is the laser. So good, so fucking good. Anyone go on the YouTube? GSP is here. Galactic Super Friends. You can see him in the chat. Go to the link. Give them a follow, give them a like, give them a subscribe. I'm telling you, not only great music, but great sponsors. So shout out.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Oh,
That is one thing I'll never understand about your backward ass country. It's almost like you want people to mock you. Again, I keep forgetting my point is. Fuck.
I don't remember, but you guys are assholes. All right, I'll get it on the next one. Oh, that's great.
Walking the pub starts at 10 for me, right at the time the show starts. So I'm like, pee pee poo poo time. But shout out to the panel. It's the two-sided pod. Let's go. Is it serious? Let me know. I don't know. But speaking of brands, sodas, and good flavors, I like something that it has to taste good, but they all kind of taste the same, right? Or, the fabric's good or whatnot. Does the symbol have a message? Is there something subliminal? Like the Coca-Cola. I feel like I see faces in the cursive. And what about the backward songs? What are those about? Backward songs.
Backmasking. Big
Anyways,
fan.
I think I might try to play.
Big fan of backmasking. The one as far as symbols that I like, John, you can't, once you see this, you can never unsee it. And I'm sure you have. The Chicago Bulls logo. You know, the Chicago Bulls. Just nod. Or not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Check.
There you go.
Yeah, you just got to keep talking, John. You don't do this, so I think so. Anyway, hey, bud. Fuck, you must be destroyed. John, have you seen the Chicago Bulls logo?
Yes.
Perfect. Have you flipped it upside down and looked at it?
No. Should I?
You will never be able to unsee it. It is a robot performing oral sex on a crab. And you will never be able to unsee it. Look it up. That's a fact. Look it up.
That's a fact.
I'm going to pop the rest of these packets while you look that up.
Like, in essence, the scariest thing I have about, humanity is how you go onto, say, Twitter. Again, I won't call it X, fuck you, Elon. But they're actually asking you what side of, the Republic, if you were, if you're in the Star Wars universe, would you be a part of the Empire, or would you be a Jedi? And it was just like, how is that even a question? Surely, isn't it like the Empire are like bad people and they want to fucking destroy?
No, not necessarily.
Jedi's are good people.
Not necessarily.
People are actually choosing the Sith. And you just like, okay, we're all going to hell, boss.
Simple-minded. I'm just saying, on the surface level, yes, but I think there's a lot of there's a lot of good cysts on both sides. No, I think there's contractors. The Death Star was full of contractors. These are guys just working day laborers. They were in front of Home Depot just looking for a fucking day's wage, and all of a sudden, here's these goddamn rebels shooting up the place. And also, let me just say, Anakin. All right, not so great. That's all I'm saying. There's things on both sides. It's a very gray area. But I think the more pressing question is, which Sex and the City character are you? Because Muse, I think you're such a sharp. So dumb.
All right, we gotta get started.
Two more. Yeah, quick.
Oh,
here we go.
Really?
Ready?
All right, go.
Nope.
What about Buck? It's Buck Rogers. He's out of his world.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby.
All right, we're ready for you, John. Can you hear me? You ready? Use your fucking words.
Let's do a shot.
Jesus Christ.
Cheers. Yeah, my stereo. For those who might be feeling that I'm a little out, I'm going to pull the curtain back. My stereo is really messing up bad. That's why I keep on looking down at it. But I'm not going to worry about it. You deal with all the stereo stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to be fine.
I am. I just wanted you to continue talking, and you can't. I just need you to keep talking. I don't give a fuck where you look or what happens. Just keep fucking talking. It's a goddamn radio show, John. Use your fucking voice.
It's Christmas Eve, babe. In the drunk tank, an old man said to me, "Won't see another one." And then he sang a song of rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my head away.
Do the dance.
And dreamed about you.
Do the dance.
From the Pogues.
All right, fair enough.
Well, I asked my old pappy why he called his brew White Lightning instead of Mountain Dew. I took a little sip and right away I knew, as my eyes bugged out and my face turned blue, lightning started flashing, thunder started clashing, whoosh, White Lightning. George Jones. We're going to talk about the history of Mountain Dew.
Okay. All right. After the show's over, we're going to have a little talk about your segues, John. But until then, I'm all ears.
I thought you wanted me to do it. Anyway, the original formula.
Yeah, good segue, John. So dumb. Shout out to everybody out there on the stereo streets. Thanks for tuning in, panel. Thank you, everyone on the YouTubes. We are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 3 a.m. Greenwich Sandwich time if you're across the pond. Got some beautiful people out there. We got Julie. We got the GSP. We got a hostile soldier. Oh, we got a few others that I can't see. But everyone, thanks for tuning in. At Two-Sided Pod, all lowercase, no underscores. You're welcome for listening.
Everybody go grab your Mountain Dew from your fridge and let's do this. The original formula was invented in the 1940s by Tennessee beverage bottlers Barney and Allie Hartman and was first marketed in Marion, Virginia, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Johnson City, Tennessee.
Yeah, of course. These are all places where they don't have a high count of teeth. Tooth to mouth ratio is very low. I think Mountain Dew could possibly have something to do with this. I don't know. I'm unsure.
Well, funny you say that because there's a double entendre in there. But the Pepsi-Cola company bought it in 1964 and has distributed it across the United States and into Europe, as my boy Pete let us know, because he likes Pepsi-Cola stuff from outside the United States.
Everything's better. John, one of my favorite things to go when you're in other countries is find the products you know and see how they're different. Even cigarettes. John, I can't wait to go to another country again and start smoking. I'm gonna start drinking soda, start smoking. I might even start using condoms. These ones over in the US suck. I don't know what you guys have. so fucking dumb. So dumb.
Well, so Mountain Dew, you might rely on it for a caffeine buzz. It started more than 70 years ago as nothing more than a 7-Up copycat used as a mixer by a couple of brothers, the Hartman brothers. And why did it become a power player in the soft drink wars, ranking 4th in popularity after Coke, Diet Coke, and Pepsi, respectively?
Gamers, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or the Hartman brothers, Phil and Kevin, those guys really brought something to the table.
No relation. So today, Mountain Dew promotes the drink as a refreshment for the young, cool, and active, the gamers, right? But then the 40s, the drink, bottle, and advertising.
How is active and gamers the same synonymous in your vocabulary, John? I don't know if gaming, it's like looking at bowlers and like, these are the fucking peak specimens of athletes. Look at them. Just look at them. Gamers are not active. You got carpal tunnel and goddamn Pizza on your chest.
It wasn't just active; it was young, cool, and active.
Yeah, do the do, John. Do the do.
In the 40s, the drink's bottle advertising and advertising featured a stereotypical barefoot hillbilly holding a shotgun.
Damn straight. Because that, my friends, is fucking America. Fucking lightning, white lightning bottle, hillbilly barefoot shotgun. Goddamn straight. These colors don't run, but we have runs because we only drink Mountain Dew. Woo!
Well, the Hartman brothers first concocted it somewhere between 1940 and 1948, because 48 is when the U.S. Patent Office was filed for their trademark.
That's just crazy. You know what? The whole thing is you got to add 5 times as much sugar. Are you sure? Yep, I am. That's how do you come up with that shit? Like, hey, have you had water? Yeah, that sucks. That's for pussies. Let's make sure it wrecks our bodies. Perfect. Welcome to Tennessee, home of the Schooners and Mountain Dew.
That's right. Well, okay, so these brothers, Barney and Ollie, well, spelled Allly, but pronounced Ollie, Hartman, went away from Georgia because their Crush bottling plant failed in 1932, and they moved to Knoxville to run a bottling plant for beer and Pepsi Cola.
Okay, so they were just running a bottling plant at that point. They hadn't invented anything. They were just running bottling plants. Okay.
Right. So theirs failed in Georgia. They moved to Tennessee to run the bottling plant.
Okay. I don't know if you knew, John. Actually, no. I know you do know. My dad grew up. My grandpa owned a bottling plant for Pepsi, and my dad worked there all through high school and college, and broke his neck there when he got knocked out with a pallet. But yeah,
right.
Fucking, and had nothing to do, but you were just bottling shit. Like that's. Right. So you're not affiliated, but you're like managing bottling. It's a very interesting concept. It's how can we use that today? Nope, I'm going to think this one through, John.
Okay. So they had 7-Up in Georgia, and that's what they love to use as a mixer, because soft drinks are best used as mixers, as my boy Pete said earlier in the episode.
If you have no constitutional fortitude, yes.
Right. Yeah. Context. But Knoxville didn't have any 7-Up or 7-Up equivalency. No Sprite, no Squirt, if you will. And so they decided to make their own mixer for their whiskey. And they brought in William Billy Jones with the Tip Corp from Marion, Virginia, to help formulate a simple, clear mixer.
Okay. And I guess, that when you look back on times like that, because people were just drinking straight whiskey. And life gets I'll be honest, John, things get a little fucking iffy when everyone is just drinking straight whiskey. Right?
Right.
You hit about sundown and someone's going to lose an eye. Then you're just winking your way through life.
A quote from the book, The History of Mountain Dew. They privately, quote, privately bottled.
Of course I read. I read a lot. The last book I read was The History of Mountain Dew. I'm very well read. Come into my library. I have all the soda collections. It's quite the read. On a stormy day, I like to curl up in a nice leather chair with a fireplace crackling and a nice book on soft drinks.
You're so well read, they call you Code Red.
I'm so dumb. Fuck you, John. I can't even get through that one. Oh, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Cheers. All right. Quote. Privately bottled a lemon lime mixer they jokingly called Mountain Dew, a nickname for moonshine coined in the 19th century. They had a hillbilly label printed up, but only bottled the 7-Up style drink for their own after-hours consumption, according to the book.
Okay, so you bottled it. Well, yeah, I guess you had to because it was carbonated. Because like if you're only using it for your own use, why not just have like a big vat of it, like a bathtub full of Mountain Dew?
Well, they do own something that helps them bottle it.
Well, over here's my toilet whiskey, and over here's my bathtub Mountain Dew. If you have one of each, they're quite delicious.
But unfortunately, they were working at a bottling factory, so they were able to bottle it quite easily.
If there's only some way we could not have to carry this around in our pockets.
I'm drawing a blank. Well, fill your pockets. Let's go drinking.
So eventually, the brothers decided to go public. They put the concoction in green bottles and began selling Mountain Dew in 1946, but it didn't sell well. Meanwhile, the Tri-City Beverage Company in Johnson City, Tennessee, thought the hillbilly-themed promotions were a great idea, even if the contents weren't selling. In 1958, Bill Bridgeforth had taken over the business and concocted a lemonade soda called Tri-City Lemonade. According to the book Mountain Dew: The History, by Bill's son Dick, flavor and design finally collided in 1960 when Bill began bottling his lemonade soda in Mountain Dew's green bottles, and the new soda was a hit with consumers.
I'll be honest, John, sometimes I just tune out of what you're saying and I focus on certain things. I'm like, Bill, name, and his son Dick. I'm like, whatever happened to good old names like Bill and Dick? It's a beautiful boy. The birth announcement: Dick, Bill, Peacock, Bill Dick, Dilbick, Bill. Anyway, he's a young peacock. Look at him go. Sorry. He's gonna run a bottling plant someday. Yes, he is.
Mountain Dew will do it for you.
We're dear for you, folks.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew will do it for you. For you.
There you go. For you. Go again.
Mountain Dew will do it for you.
There
Mountain
you
Dew
go.
will do it for you.
There you go. You got
There you go.
Why are they bending over? Why is Grandma and Grandpa in the hound's way? I don't like to call it doggy style. I call it the hound's way.
I believe they are hurdles. And the hillbilly, who is barefoot, who just had himself a Mountain Dew, he hopped on over.
He's doing it for you. All right,
so those who are not watching the YouTube right now, I just showed one of the original advertisements for Mountain Dew, which says Mountain Dew apostrophe LL Duel, do it for you, with a hillbilly jumping over his grandma and grandpa in the, as Pete says, doggy style.
I say the hound's way, John. I don't use the term doggy style. It's called the hound's way.
So in '57, the Minges Bottling Corp, a Pepsi bottler in North Carolina, had purchased Tipcore, and now Mountain Dew brand belonged to Pepsi.
The ages, okay.
And the Minges encouraged the parent company of Pepsi to take a chance on Mountain Dew because Pepsi was not having it. They were not going to sell it. They were just going to put it on the shelf, and it just was going to go away.
Right, but then the ninjas convinced them.
Minges, Mama, Minges.
Were they as silent as deadly as ninjas, or were they?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I'm trying to get a mental picture in my mind. Would you like to buy our soda? Fucking smoke, and all that's left is Mountain Dew will do it for you. What? Oh my God! The Minges were here.
So the Minges were selling the Mountain Dew, new recipe. Pepsi bought them. They said, "Hey, this has been a success for a year. You really should try it out." And fortunately, the person in charge was like, "All right, let's do it." And because of that, Mountain Dew took off. it became a new label, a new marketing in the 70s, and they completely altered everything from the barefoot hillbilly to the hip, do, active people, get you caffeinated, have fun. And so went away from its original origins of
right. Yeah. Right. That's what you said.
moonshine.
So that's what you said. So that's when you started getting really involved in the do phenomenon, when you became a believer, when the do did it for you.
And so, moving away from the hillbilly and the original name of Mountain Dew being moonshine, Pepsi went into active, and their new logo, starting in the 70s, was this Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
What the fuck?
Because this is so much better, right, my boy Pete? Please explain to those not seeing it.
No, John, hush your mouth. Just let me do my goddamn work here, all right? It's a radio show. You don't get to fucking tell me how to talk, motherfucker. I'm shocked because what I'm seeing is it only costs 15 cents. What a steal. But the marketing is you said went away from the hillbilly, John. I don't know what your term of going away from the hillbilly really indicates, but this is a fucking hillbilly who's barefoot holding a rifle at another barefoot hillbilly who's throwing his hands up, and he's gonna get his innards tickled if he doesn't give up that dude. Like, I feel like this is a threat, John. If you're in trouble, blink once and show me your due. Horrible, man.
Well, they went away in increments. They didn't do like a cold turkey.
Yeah, but you jumped the gun when you said they went away from it when you showed this next picture. It's like they definitely didn't do any more hillbilly stuff except for these hillbillies. And also the next 4 pictures are of hillbillies, but I'm going to continue to stay by my guns and say, nope, no more hillbillies for the do party. Isn't that right, John?
That's right, buddy. And as they tapered off, they got So I mean, think about it. It's one hillbilly shooting another hillbilly. This is their death of the hillbillies, right? They're moving away from the hillbillies.
That's fucking hillbilly on hillbilly violence, John. Can't we all just get along? Said one hillbilly to the other. I weep for the future of the hillbillies. Weep.
In 2011, the logo was updated to the current MTN Dew, DEW style. So they went away from Mountain Dew to Mountain Dew, right?
Right. So yeah, we got shit to do, John. Just like the rest of the show, speed it up. We don't have time to pronounce mountain and the change from mountain to mountain. Just mitten it on and let's do it, said the dude.
They now sell dozens of flavors that change frequently and sometimes locally. As you pointed out, there's only some flavors like available in Michigan and etc. Blah blah blah. And sponsors a variety of extreme sports from BMX to NASCAR to showcase its brand of the active drinker.
Mountain Dew, come get your snuff films from us. Mountain Dew, the actives lifestyle until you are in one of our films.
It's now better known for its 54 milligrams of caffeine and 46 grams of sugar per 12-ounce can, and the pairability with Doritos and Taco Bell, also owned by Pepsi.
I went to school and I was studying to be a sommelier to figure out what kind of dew would go best with what style of Dorito. So, John, I was pretty good. So just name me any Dorito, and I will tell you the perfect dew to complement said Dorito. Go ahead. Try me.
Cool Ranch.
Oh,
go easy.
John, don't waste my time. That's original Mountain Dew. Green Lightning, baby.
Nacho cheese?
Oh, nacho cheese, you got to go code red. It has that bite that it really accentuates the mouthfeel of that nacho cheese in the code red flavor.
Okay, last one's sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy, that's sweet lightning. That's the orange lightning, baby. It's a hint of tropical flavor with a peach finish that is just to die for. And in France, they call it Mon Dieu. Thanks, Jules. That was a good one.
Baja Blast. What about that one?
Oh, that's the one I was trying to think. The lightning one, Baja Blast. That's the orange one with the tropical mouthfeel. John, it is the rascal of the vineyard. It is bright and cheery, with hints of citrus and a tropical feel that will sweep you off your feet into a desirable whirlwind of Mountain Dew flavors. Pack your bags. You're going on a Baja Blast ride.
Well, Baja Blast is actually giving you a ride because Mountain Dew, Pepsi has announced a hard Mountain Dew, going back to the roots of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
In August 2021, and it is now locally available in Tennessee. So this hard Mountain Dew for the Baja Blast flavor is anywhere from Iowa to Florida, which goes through Tennessee, and that's it. But they're trying to get it worldwide.
Right. No, the whole thing is there's not available yet, John. And right now, the black market Baja Blast hard Mountain Dew that you get in California is dangerous. You got to do testing because there's fentanyl in that shit. People are dropping left and right from that hard Mountain Dew Baja style, bro. Get it legit or don't get it at all.
Well, in New York, we actually have a subway ad program that says, do you know which Baja Blast has enough fentanyl to overdose and die on? Neither do we. And it shows 3 different cans of Baja Blast.
And it says, Pepsi, buy yours today. It's like the weirdest marketing campaign I've ever seen from these guys. I think someone's losing a job. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think this is going to work. So dumb. Woo! We are the two-sided pod. We don't get smarter with time. We get stupider by the second. That's also a measure of time, John. See? Point proven.
What?
Exactly.
All right. So, yeah, a little Mountain Dew for you.
Wow,
a little dew will do you.
Yeah, a little dab will do you, folks. Dear God, I would like to apologize on behalf of the two-sided pod. I would like to say that will never happen again, but as we all know, it will. And it'll happen sooner than you expect. But John, I do have to say we are all dumber from having listened to you speak for the last 20 minutes. May God have mercy on your soul. Let's do a shot.
Let's do a shot. Cheers, buddy.
Sorry, all that talk Mountain Dew makes me so excited. Cheers.
Woo. White lightning.
All right, bud. Ooh, we got a few packets. I'm going to pop the packets. Pick the packets,
okay.
Pop the packet.
When I heard that line, seriously, I can't remember where it's from, but it's like they're just independent contractors. They're just there doing their shit, and then all of a sudden these rebels fuck up the base. I died. Oh, God. Why aren't we related?
I'm saying, bro. I think we could be. What a fucking Christmas that would be. Bro, I would show up at family Christmases if we were related. That is a fucking promise.
That's what I was going to say. For a slogan, you have this do the do. And it's like, no one's danced since forever. Don't go to a nightclub to dance. What the fuck? Do the do. What's that even mean?
Right? What does any of these marketing campaigns mean? Just do it. Just do what? The do? Okay. Okay, I'll do it.
There's always been a question that plagues me, but what happens if you shot bullet up in the air? I mean, does it eventually run out of like trajectory and then it just falls down somewhere randomly on the earth? I mean, does it burn into nothingness? Who knows? There's so many questions to this, but they don't give you the answer.
Right. That's why Elon Musk is doing what he's doing. He wants to find out, will it burn up or will it come down? We just don't know. We just don't know.
I always found it really funny when someone goes, "Do you read?" You just turn around and go, "I read many graphic novels, not comic books, graphic novels." So it means I'm learned, bitch.
I read them, but I don't comprehend any of them. My retention is pretty low, but my library is vast. Oh.
Mountain Dew, the new soft drink with that real mountain flavor. Mountain Dew, it'll tickle your innards.
You're gonna get you. You're gonna get you.
What up, John? What up, Pete?
What
I'd like
up?
to the hard Mountain Dew. No, it's available right now. We can get hard Mountain Dew.
Have you
We can
tested
get
it?
in hard Tang,
What?
hard tea. I'm like, are we in the kids aisle or the adults aisle? What the fuck is this?
Damn straight.
But yeah, no, it exists right now in Apache Junction, Arizona.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. See, the more shit like that you come up with, I went to the Hollywood Bowl a few years ago, and you can picnic there and then take your stuff inside when you go watch the concert, but no alcohol. You can't bring booze or drugs or smoking there. But we brought the little boxes. They look like juice boxes, and they're fucking wine. So just got hammered on little wine boxes. Like, how can you have this in your house if you have children? What is fucking happening? What is happening in life? Yeah, it's ridiculous. I love it. But what is happening?
I was a fucking Mountain Dew fiend through my 20s, and then one day I got this really bad case of fucking like I don't know, like I felt like I had ulcers and shit in my stomach. It was
Oof.
bad.
Oof.
And turns out Mountain Dew's not good for you if you
Yeah.
drink a day.
Yep.
At work, really.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I laid back on the Mountain Dew and switched to Pepsi. Had to stay loyal to the brand, motherfucker.
Yep.
Damn, we were brand, weren't we?
I'm saying 100%. It's all brand recognition. Have you ever done the Pepsi challenge where you get the different soft drinks, like test A, test B, like this is RC Cola, this is Coke, this is Pepsi, this is Shasta, and like which one you like better, and you try to identify them. It's like, oh, I'm Pepsi all the way. Like, oh no, motherfucker, you like Royal Crown Soda. You're from the Midwest in the 80s. You love RC Cola.
At the county turkey shoot, 'cause Luke warn't worth a hoot. He was hopeless till he finally took the cue. Yahoo! Mountain Dew!
Holy shit. Oh, everything we've done in the past is so problematic. Not us specifically. I mean, also us, but in this context, us as a people, as a society. But us as a show is pretty fucking bad too, John. We'll take credit for that.
Man, oh man, this is finally 11. Okay, John and Pete, I wish I could do a shot with you, but I'm here at the doggy daycare. You know how it is.
Yep.
But I have to drink these energy drinks, and I don't know what they're putting in them. I feel like, it's just, it has to be something. A little extra to keep you up like this all night. Oh, the boys are calling me. I gotta clean this kennel. There's poopy everywhere. But take a shot for me, you guys. Shout out to the listeners.
Who's good puppy? Oh, thanks, girl. Thank you for tuning in at work. Thanks to all the pups for listening. Apparently, they don't like what they're hearing, but little known fact: one of our good listeners out there, let us know you can make your own hard Coca-Cola at home by just adding cocaine to normal Coke. So in a pinch, hey, if you can't make it to Apache Junction or Tennessee, just put a little cocaine in your Coke. Good to go.
My boy Pete, let's do that shot. And remind the listeners that we did a little segment on Coca-Cola. This is actually our second soft drink segment, and we talked about that old Coca-Cola escapade.
John, that was very, very close, because you're like, let's do a shot and remind the listeners we did a little bit of cocaine before the show. John, don't say that. Come on, we're on air.
Pulling the curtain back. Pulling the curtain back.
Grinding my teeth with vicious disdain. So good. Cheers, motherfucker.
Cheers, everybody.
All right, bud.
All right. I see we have 3 more. That's it, and then we're continuing on.
Dude, it was bad for a minute there. There was like, you can't drink caffeine after a certain time, or you can't sleep. No, motherfucker, I need a lot of caffeine coursing through my veins to sleep. My life went through turmoil there for a while.
Yeah, dude. It is kind of weird. I have one of my buddies, he can't drink because he'll get drunk and then pass out, go to bed, and then wake up like 2 hours later. Like whenever he goes, doesn't matter when he goes to sleep, doesn't matter how much he drinks, goes to sleep, 2 hours later, wakes up, can't sleep anymore, and fucking awake and drunk with a headache and no good. Like, dude, we'll just keep drinking. No, you don't understand. Yeah, I do. You're not sticking to it. You, sir, are a quitter. You are the problem with the schools in America. That's why we're 45th in national rankings. Your drinking is setting us back. I have a whole PowerPoint that I was going to show him, but he said he's too tired. He went to bed. What are you going to do?
Look up, it's more than enough after dipping at that good old Mountain Dew.
Yeehaw!
There's a bang in every bottle of our delicious soft drink, Mountain Dew.
There's a bang in every bottle. You know what? That could also be for tequila. Drink a bottle of this, that will be banging at the end of it, I promise. That's a promise.
Frequency, yo, they got to deal the energy drink people in order for you to digest taurine. It has to be bound with something. Red Bull used to be made with bull semen, but now they got to deal with the what do you call that? Fuck, what's the name of that program? I'm drawing a blank. I'm drinking with you guys. Planned Parenthood. There it is. Planned Parenthood. Deal with the the energy drink people. Give you dead baby cells that taurine so you can digest.
I didn't know that, John, because I was stocking up on my own bull semen. That is what I was doing, because I was like, I have a workaround for this. You just get your own bull semen from the black market. Sky's the limit, baby. How do you think I'm going to put the kids through college? Oh, this bull semen. I didn't know we had options like Planned Parenthood.
I went straight to Rocky Mountain oysters, so I was lost because of my low attention span.
There's a lot of bad jokes here. There's a lot of fucking bad jokes. There's a lot of fucking bad jokes. I need to. No, I actually the 3 I'm thinking of are all bad. No, and no. John, we need to move on.
No, we need to move on to our next lightning round.
Thank God.
Lightning round. It's time to get down. Come on. Yeah. Woo! What's up, John L. Peacock? What's up, my boy Pete?
Hey, lightning round guys. Still doing good. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm jacked up like a motherfucker. I was in the back room drinking all the cold red I could get my hands on. Did you know there's a bottling plant in the back of this house?
I did not. Did you know that Code Red is also a term for a horrible virus that attacked a whole lot of computers worldwide in 2008?
Hmm. Well, I don't think I can handle that truth, John. I can't handle the truth. Not about code reds, not about who ordered it, not about viruses.
Turns out the person who created the virus was drinking a Code Red at the time. That's why he named it that.
All right, well, good talk. I hope you guys have a good show. We all learn something and lose more of ourselves each time we listen. Bye.
Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. Always a pleasure. So I was told once, always just be a little bit more crazy than the crazies, and they'll leave you alone. And
No, that's in the subway, John. I told you that. I said carry a hammer and act crazy. That'll stop you from being pushed onto the tracks. And you somehow brought that to the podcast. Leave your hammer at home on Tuesday nights, John. You're running the show.
well, this lightning round segment is one of your favorites and mine. That's right. It's our original alternate lightning round segment. It is Bizarro My Boy Pete Answers. Bizarro My Boy Pete Answers from the very first episode of Two-Sided Podcast, which is going on 3 years in a week. My boy Pete.
Jesus Christ. Did you get me anything for the anniversary? Like a semblance of sanity or the will to live? Anything, possibly?
I got you alliteration.
There we go. Fair enough. That'll work until it doesn't, John. Giddy up, son.
So Bizarro Answers, as we've said over and over again throughout the 3 years of our podcast, is where Bizarro, my boy Pete, answers in a way that's bizarre. Maybe opposite to what my boy Pete would answer, or opposite to what you would think the thing of the answer would. It gets a little complicated. Let's just stop there.
Jesus Christ. Well, the whole thing is, it's not me. It's mainly my drinking problem that causes me not to be able to explain these segments. But I digress. You guys ready?
And go. All right.
All right. Bizarro My Boy Pete will answer in the opposite manner that My Boy Pete would normally answer. And that is the name of the game.
Yeah, but you've had some clarifications. That's why I was trying. Never mind. Anyway, Bizarro My Boy Pete, your first question is, what are the benefits of the internet?
Well, it keeps us in touch with everyone. It lets everyone know what's going on in your life. It makes it so you don't have a moment to yourself ever without being judged or looked at or having to be followed and keep up outward appearances. It's really, really good to keep one on one's toes.
It is stupid how many people would agree with you on that one, Bizarro My Boy Pete. So let's just move on. Bizarro My Boy Pete, second question. What makes a successful .com corporation successful?
Cocaine, John. You got to have a lot of cocaine, number one. And then you got to have the stick-to-itiveness to do the cocaine. Not some of the cocaine, but all of the cocaine. And by that time, investors will be beating your door down to join the party. And that, my friend, is how the .com business works.
I think you're also correct. See, anyway.
2 for 2. God damn it. 2 for 2.
Bizarro My Boy Pete.
Yes,
What
sir.
is your favorite mass-made internet commodity?
Oh my God. Have you seen Dogecoin? No. That's super good. But NFTs, John. Digital art that costs cents or dollars or thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars that fluctuate in price because of the market, depending on what the needs and whims are of the fucking masses. It's just great. It's like going and going to a casino, seeing all the lights, the glitter, and like, I can't wait to play, and just throwing all your money into the casino, saying, I don't have time for this. I'll be at the lounge if you need me. It is just amazing and freeing, John.
And
NFTs.
and NFT stands for non-fungal things.
Non-fungible tokens.
I hate that so much.
No, the whole thing is, John, I'll gladly pay you 2 Bitcoins for an NFT on Tuesday for an NFT. Nope, it would have to be your Bitcoin. You could get a pretty good look at a Doge. Nope, it would have to be your Dogecoin. Doesn't matter, John. I think the internet is pretty awesome, and I think we need to really appreciate what we've been given.
Well, last question. Bizarro, my boy Pete, what's the best Mountain Dew flavor out there?
How can you pick just one, John? Baja Blast, Code Red. I see myself as a Jesus to all the different Mountain Dews out there. I say, come unto me, my Mountain Dews. You are all worthy, and you all taste great. I believe that's what Jesus said to the little children, or his disciples, or I don't know. I give up.
The meek, right? Yeah. Yeah, you get it.
The caffeinated will inherit my fortune. No, the earth. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Well, hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. All right. We're going to go directly into our short segment. Our short segment. This is where I will put 5 minutes on the clock. I'll introduce the segment as precise as possible, read excerpts from a single source, and we talk till the timer goes off.
I don't know what else you want from me, John. You like to read your parameters and your different things and set your timers. I'm just here. I'm a squirrel trying to get a nut, John. Just where do I go?
All right. So I'll give you the title and source, and then we begin.
How about you just fucking do it? What I'm going to do, I'm going to use my words to describe what I'm going to do. Then I will use my fingers to set the timer that I just said that I will be setting. After the timer is set, I will say timer is going, and then we will begin. When I say we will begin, I will then describe to you how I feel emotionally. Nobody fucking cares, John. You're like someone who calls on your way home to talk about your feelings. You're going to be home in 5 minutes. I don't need to hear your voice right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
Kamala Harris, we do not intend to ban TikTok, from the Huffington Post. Vice President Kamala Harris said the Biden administration does not aim to ban the video sharing social media app TikTok, owned by China-based company ByteDance. The bill with the potential to ban the app in the United States passed in the House earlier this month with 352 to 65 vote, and is sitting in the Senate where the future is unclear. President Joe Biden has said that he intends to sign the bill if it passes in the Senate.
Right. Well, thank God Pelosi. Did you see her? Have you seen any of this stuff?
No.
You're just reading this. No, you're just reading headlines. You think this headline is going to be the one that's going to set you apart from the masses. Like, let's talk about this. I don't know shit about it, but this is what I want to talk about.
No, I intend for you to bring stuff to me, so you can go now.
Yeah, no. Then let me bring stuff to you and just fucking start in. What I'm going to do, John, I'm going to start a timer. And when that timer reaches 0, I'm going to get fucking irate. And once I get irate, there's no going back, John. Tick, tack, done. She said, she's like, we're not trying to ban TikTok. We're just trying to change the ownership to save the protect Americans. Tic tac toe done. Like, huh? The fuck? Why is a prerequisite to be an American government just to be fucking weird? How come you have to be fucking weird to be in government? Like, what happens? Like, what happens in life? They're like, oh, well, I get it. Like pandering. Yeah, I got to play to the bases. But what the fuck, John? What the actual fuck? These are human beings, right? They were raised. They have backgrounds and stories, hopes, dreams, ambitions. But you talk like this on camera, John? John, it's not just like on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, where we can talk however we want. And that's a vote for the two-sided pod.
So she continued, we do not intend to ban TikTok, and this is not at all the goal or the purpose of this conversation. We need to deal with the owner, and we have national security concerns about the owner of TikTok, but we have no intention to ban TikTok. It's an income generator for many people. What it does in terms of allowing people to share information in a free way, in a way that allows people to have discourse. It's very important, Harris continued.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to watch when I'm in the bathroom. Fuck, if I can't watch people escaping from cops on foot while I'm in the John, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. You don't take this away from me, Kamala. First, you stop putting cops on the air. Now you're going to take my ticky ticks. This is bullshit. And the whole thing, though, John, you know why? Because Chinese-based corporations, they have to provide the government with all their data. So the Chinese government can have all data that TikTok collects. So technically, anyone of any scrolling habits of any whatever you're doing can be monitored by the Chinese government, and that is their issue, which is like, yeah, but yeah.
Doesn't the U.S. government do that with every other social media?
Yeah. So like, do as I say, not as I do. Shut up and drink your gin. Okay, fuck, all right. That's all I need.
Drink juice, Shelby. Oh, by the way, shout out to the American government that is monitoring us right now. So the CEO of TikTok, Shuzi Chu, previously said during a congressional hearing last year that U.S. data is, quote, stored on American soil by an American company overseen by American personnel. In a TikTok video posted earlier this month, Chu pleaded with users to urge senators not to pass the bill.
It was crazy. She would have had a lot more like credence with her messaging if she wasn't flossing while she was doing it. She's like, please tell the people to, because I feel like that's how she gets the algorithms right. I don't know, John. I don't know. Whatever, John. Fuck you and your TikTok. Look at your fucking face. You know what? Turn your goddamn buzzer off. How about that? I ban you. I want ownership of this show to change to American soil. Run by Americans, for Americans, near America, John. We're tired. These colors don't run, John. Fuck your couch, John. Woo! You just give me shit to work with, bud. You just. We will now talk about the Anne Frank Museum.
Okay.
Christ.
Right. So here's the thing. This is a very transparent legislation to have the company sell its stock. Right. We've seen this before, and it's not against China. It is. Hey, we're going to do something that if we pass it, you have to sell your stock, or TikTok will be banned in the U.S., which will make your stock plummet, or we will ruin your stock. And so this is a power game, which is seen in corporations, in capitalism, but our government is currently doing it.
All right, in my mind, I'm now thinking about how can I leverage this position for my benefit. So, John, if you don't sell your intellectual shares and give up all the bullshit you bring to the table, I'm going to power play you. I don't know how to do that yet.
Ban me in China. That's my best market.
I'm huge in China. Yeah, you are. You're fucking pretty big everywhere, bud. You're a big dude. Look at him.
I'm big in Japan. I'm big in Japan. Shout out to Tom Waits. All right, we got one more, buddy.
All right,
I'm gonna pour a
can't
shot.
wait for that. I guess I will too. At this point, brakes are gone. No point in fucking steering. Jesus.
Refill my.
All right, let's drink till we can't feel feelings, John. And folks, this is the time of the two-sided pod where the wheels fall off the car. This is a little time we like to call the magic hour. Or alcoholics refer to it as a moment of clarity. It won't last long, but appreciate it while it's here.
Cheers.
Cheers, bud. Mm.
Oh, you're welcome for listening.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. John.
Oh.
John!
Oh, what?
John. Oh no.
Pete, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it, John?
I knew you were joking. I knew you were kidding.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Hey, this fucking guy. John. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a drunk time, my friend.
Yeah, well, speaking of drunk time, we're going to end with our final segment, the history of the internet, part 1.
The history of the internet, part 1. Fuck me, John. We're going to talk about air, part 1. You guys like air? Anyway.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hold on, let me write something down really quick.
You're the worst. If you bring Bob Dole up in the history of the internet, John.
Bob Dole.
I'm super serial, you guys. Man Bear Pig says that I invented the internet.
Oh, no, my boy Pete. Sorry. Let's start. Al Gore, not Bob Dole. Al Gore invented the internet in the 1980s. All right, we're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I said. Perfect. Folks, that is the two-sided pod. John L. Peacock will be back to yell more bullshit at you next week, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. We all dodged a bullet from my lack of knowledge. Good night, folks. Are we done?
The sources for this episode have been first segment, PepsiCo.com, SouthernThing.com, HistoryOasis.com, and TastingTable.com. The second segment has been public knowledge that not Bob Dole, but Al Gore invented the internet in the 1980s.
Bob Dole! John, are we going to talk about the intranet? Can we talk about the intranet that the military has used going back years and years and years? Because I feel like Bob Dole is a bad place to leave off. What has he done other than all the funny cat videos that we know and love? Bob Dole is responsible for those. I promise you that.
Oh, you actually want to talk about it? I was ready to head on out.
No, I don't. If you want, I'll go to the green room. I see that you're going to be like, oh, you're going to go pout in the corner. Fucking, he's going to go cry in the car. Look at him. He's going to go cry in the car. Somebody took my internet.
My boy Pete, there's a reason why I said part 1.
This part 1 is too long. This part 2's too short. This part 3 is just right, and I don't even want to get to it.
So anyway, about the internet, it's public knowledge that Al Gore invented the internet. And finally, the short segment is the Huffington Post. Now it's time for your favorite game in mind. My boy Pete, what's the through line? What is the through line from this episode?
Yep, let's go through it. Segment 1, Mountain Dew. Segment 2,
the short
TikToks, Tiki-Taks.
And the band.
Third segment, Bob Dole. All right. Right?
Internet.
No, internet. All right. Mountain Dew, TikTok, internet. Oh, John, it's all what sweaty teenage boys live their lives on. If you are a patient of Dr. Pimple Popper, you'll appreciate the through line of this. You sweaty fucking teenager. Mom, I don't want to take the garbage out. I'm listening to the Two-Sided Pod talk about Mountain Dew and the TikToks. Mom, this is bullshit. Did you know Bob Dole invented the internet, Mom? I'm learning things. Shit. Don't judge me, Mom. I know as a politician. Whatever. These guys are better parental figures than you. Nothing, Mom. Take a garbage out. Am I close?
That's right. That's right, my boy Pete. It is all from shady beginnings. And since we didn't talk about porn industry helping the internet out, it makes it a little different with Bob Dole being the internet.
We call him the jerk-off king, Bob Dole. That's why his hand was always the fist. You thought it was because of pencils there. It wasn't. Look at that guy. Look at pictures. You know what he was doing. They call that a kung fu grip.
That was John McCain. And don't be mean.
Doesn't matter, John. Doesn't matter. If you want to have a senator, from the Southwest, I'm going to go with New Mexico. John, if you like Indian art, John, I want to get one off of everything you do from now on. Oh, you mean, that senator from New Mexico. Right. Well, fucking Aspen has the best skiing of all New Mexico slopes I know, John. That's a fact.
All 4 quarters of them.
Yep. Thanks, Bob Dole, for the internet and Aspen.
And being our vice president for a little bit.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how to get any more concise than that, John. I feel like we did the Lord's work here tonight.
I think we're good. Before we head out, by the way, Pete, is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
I'll be honest, John. There's only been probably 3 times in 3 years of these shows that I have felt confident. I have felt that I have been on justified footing, John. People say, my boy Pete, you're too dumb to be operating this type of show at this time of night. And I say, I feel vindicated. John, I take back nothing. I stand by my statements. All of them. Bob Dole rules.
Bob Dole. All right, well, let's do a shot and get out of here.
You're muted, bud. So let's do a shot and
let's do a shot and get out of here, as you read my lips and those on the YouTube were able to hear. But getting out of here does not mean the YouTube or the stereo will end. For everyone listening live, we're going to keep going, and I'll have a little script about that, but we're going to do a shot right now.
Of course.
Let me do my script.
Yeah, John, he loves his fucking lists. If he doesn't touch the light bulb 7 times before he goes to bed, he'll not sleep all night. Here you go, bud. Cheers. Bink,
Cheers.
Bink, bink.
Wow. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show continuing for those listening live on the Stereo app and on YouTube right now. So if you are hearing this live, regardless of the platform, stick around. And if you are hearing it later and you want to join us in the green room for after show wind downs or want to throw some topics out there, email to citedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO, citedpod@gmail.com. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my boy Pete in Southern California, like a proud parent of a John L. Peacock fly in the nest.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle at @2sidedpod, all one word, and the Stereo app every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, and currently 3 a.m. Greenwich sandwich time until next week, which will be 4 a.m. Greenwich sandwich time.
If you're across the pond
on Wednesdays. As we talk about the two sides of life, the fun and the serious, here on Two Sided. I love you, Pete.
I'm shocked and appalled, John. Silly bastard. That's right. We are in the green room. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We are now just setting up the nice accoutrements here on the craft services table. We will be with you shortly. And nope, there's no need for that. All right. And folks, goddamn, we're back in the green room. Holy shit. As we all know how this whole thing runs, John likes to disappear for the next 5 minutes. So we all get to just have a nice little recap of what's happening to see exactly what is going on now. John usually will plug in his speaker so he can play messages, but he likes to run away before that happens. Ain't that right, John? Did you plug your speaker in, bud? No. It's like screaming into the wind. It's like shaking your fists at the heavens. It's never felt more impotent than in the green room transition. No power, all of the fury, just like my life. Folks, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 3 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you're across the pond. It'll be 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time next week if you're across the pond on Wednesdays. I don't know what we can say about that. I'm unsure. There was a lot happening. We'll try to unpack it, as they say. What are those fucking talk? Those the Bachelor, the Bachelorette, and then they do the talk back, or like Walking Dead, the Talking Dead. Those, like, let's talk about what happened. Like, did you see that time when John L. Peacock was stupid and gingery and my boy Pete was aggressive and drunk? Yeah, that was crazy, right? None of us knew how that was going to end. Well, luckily for us, there's always a follow-up segment. Ain't that right, John? That's right, my boy Pete. But you know what I'm going to do at this point, John? I'm going to, oh, you're here in the room, so I can invite you in. Didn't see that coming. Waiting. Let's see if you come in. And here this motherfucker is. It's a technology, right? I'm not a big fan. We're not very good at it. I don't like to do things I'm not good at. I like to do things I'm very good at. Like, there he is. Shh. John. Plug your fucking mic in so I can play these messages. Plug your mic in so I can play these messages. I don't know how that can happen because this is what he does every time. Anyway, small price to pay. As I was saying, we got some great people here in the audience. We got Julie Prunes, love you, girl. We got the Foxes, Mine Fox and Foxy Lady. We got Mona Lisa. Where have you been? Oh shit, girl, that's a dope ass picture. I'll be honest, that's pretty fucking good. That looks like if you come onto the YouTube right now in the chat, if you hit up the Galactic Super Friends, look at the AI generated picture there. That's my boy Justin. Our good friend Dave put that up in AI. Looks fucking amazing. The things you can do with AI, I want them to take our jobs. I actively need them to. I want to harvest the energy of laziness. I think it's always best to get the laziest person to do the most difficult job because they're going to find the easiest way to do it. And I feel like that's how my work is done here. The laziest person to do the most difficult job. Wrangling John L. Peacock is some goddamn bullshit.
We're good to go.
Here we go.
She got a great ass. And you got your hip.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm not finished.
Well, Kamala wouldn't have come if she didn't hear I was coming.
Jesus.
Oh, the history of the internet, right as I was leaving a comment. I just want to say, I don't know if y'all know how much we appreciate you guys, but I myself feel the shots as though I am taking them myself. And even when I am taking them myself, I feel the shots more so when I'm here at the two-sided pod. Gotta go.
Love you, Faith. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you so much. I'm saying there's no better feeling than being with your people, being with your tribe. You know what I mean? When there's good people around and you're just fucking cutting it up and just having, it's fantastic. And also, you don't feel as much like an alcoholic if you're drinking for an audience as opposed to drinking alone. When John and I did this by ourselves, just on the phone, it was aggressive. Our neighbors and loved ones were significantly concerned. You guys have problems. You should do a show. Probably stop hurting yourself as much in private. Hurt yourself in public.
Yeah. Now they're perfectly fine with it.
Right? I'm saying, John, dance, monkey, dance. Okie dokie. John, it's great. One of my favorite things, and I do have to say, and I know we talked about it before, but still to this day, one of my favorite things, meeting up with Jules and Drew in New York and having cocktails and having shots with like-minded fucking individuals and just having a fucking great time. There's very few moments in life where, yeah, you gather with your friends, you go to a party or you go to a bar or you go to something and you have your people there, or you go to a place and you meet your people. There's very few times that you meet new people and like, oh, this is brand new, everything's new. But there's very few times when like, oh, I feel like this is family, this is old friends, this is my tribe, and you get to like have the reunion and have the cohort feeling of misery loves company, John. I can't stress that enough. None of us are as stupid as all of us. And together, we will overcome. Oh, shit. This guy.
Oh, that's right, my boy Pete. Here on Two-Sided, we are like the Talking Dead and other pundits who are very famous.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to blow him up. Motherfucker decides to leave a message while he's taking a shit in the bathroom. You heard the echo. I did too. I feel dirty. Can we all wash? Jesus Christ, I need to bathe in gasoline from listening to that. You're an animal who must be goddamn destroyed in the street. You, sir, are the problem with the school system of America. Sorry, I keep on harping on that, John, but I feel like our education is slipping. Pop in one more packet. Plugging in. Yeah.
Yo, my fucking man Pete and John L. Peacock. Yes, AI. AI picture. Thank you. I typed into AI, okay? I said, I want a Mona Lisa pirate alien smoking weed while rapping on the moon.
Yup.
It's not complicated, right?
Nope.
And look what they brought me a fucking microphone I can smoke. I'm gonna sell that shit to Elon, make fucking money, and a bunch of fucking albums. Way more than Drake. Nobody likes Drake.
Right.
Podcast on that. Maybe I'll email two-sided pod at TWO sided pod. Fuck. What is it? Is it number 2? It's TWO. What's up, boys?
What up? See, somebody knows. Somebody gets it. Yeah, Drake is I don't like the sensitive Drake. I like the Drake when I don't like wheelchair Drake. I like Drake when he fucks with Future. Like things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Crying Drake. Drake sensitive? No. Nobody needs that in their life.
You know, the FBI just raided one of Sean Combs' houses.
Yeah. And do you also know that as soon as they did, his plane left the country? That's awesome. You see the 50s fucking dragging him? He's like, oh shit, son. Oh, yes. Oh, take that. When they say there's some meme that they're like air controllers, they told Diddy's pilot, like, sir, we need you to come back and you're not cleared to leave the runway. And Diddy came to the cockpit and said, take off, take off.
And then he did a remix.
Oh man, this fucking guy. I don't not a big fan. Not too close to a bunch of shit to not be involved in a bunch of shit. That's what I'm saying. When you pop up that many times in that many situations, man, I believe in coincidences, but when you go that far, that long, it ain't a coincidence, man. That's there's something.
Well,
there.
it's like Yoko, you know, being so close and so tied to John Lennon for the last 10 years of his life, you know, like way too many coincidences. She was just like always there at the end of the Beatles, at the end of him. Like she was there 100%, you know, like you start to ask questions.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. When I think P. Diddy, I think fucking Yoko Ono. It's an easy journey, John. I mean, I see where you're going. Oh, yeah. 100%. They both have the same singing style.
Yeah, exactly. Both the same producing style.
Their studio presence caused the most riffs in the studio production process. 100%, John. Yeah, I'm gonna need you all to go down and get me a bagel. Carry me. Yeah, no, John, motherfucking John. This guy.
Who do we got next?
All right. Oh, we got Beardo. Fucking hey, Beardo. What you doing, man? Here we go.
Hello?
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Okay, get off the bench, or I'll have you bent.
Eat shit and die. I've got balls of steel.
That's interesting. You have just been banned from the bench server and...
Blow it out your ass.
Who did that? Hold on 1 minute.
Somebody's playing a joke on someone again. Steel. Balls of steel.
Folks, and that is how you get balls of steel. One of my favorite bits. Good time. Beardo, good to see you, man. How you been?
Are our faces very huge?
I've seen bigger faces than that. This fucking guy. I saw, speaking of AI, I saw the, someone did, if Jurassic Park characters were all dinosaurs. And so they had all of the people, and it was like specific scenes of like eating the ice cream, or their hair is coming the different way, like, and he moves the head, and it's like a dinosaur, but like a velociraptor wearing, it's so great. Or the little yellow red hooded, it's so fantastic.
Newman.
Full circle, John. Way to go, bud. That's the callback for you. John is consummate professional. He always on point. This motherfucker never quits working. That's why everything is so good around here, because John is always on the clock.
I'm always on something.
He works 24/7. It's 24 days a month, 7 months a year. He fucks shit up.
Come on, bro. We got a packet of pop.
All right. Yeah, here we go.
Pt, why don't you let me go? Let go. Cut it out.
Strangely enough, John, that Yoko single was the first song I ever stripped to.
Really?
Little known fact. Yeah. You could really get in quite the groove with a good Yoko bass line. Little did they know. Yeah. True story.
Good bass line. It's actually a pretty good bass line.
Let me go. It's like, very good. And her scream work, John, second to none.
Since we're on the subject, one of the best Yoko performance art pieces I've ever personally heard of. So, there's the one where John had to climb the ladder, and on the ceiling it had a little sticker that said yes, and that's where he's like, yeah, I want this one. Nah, screw that. No, it was Cut. It was a performance piece called Cut, where she went onto the stage with a very expensive gown and had a whole lot of scissors around and invited people to cut it off of her until she was naked. And people did it.
Yeah, they did. John. That's one step away. He's like, all right, I will now invite everyone to murder a transient on the street and film it and send it to me. What? It's one step away. Come on, it's baby steps. Baby steps to Gladiator Dome. Come on. 2 shall enter, 1 shall leave.
Yay!
I'm with it, John. I'm with it. We're gonna see some fucked up shit before our time is done. John, we're gonna see some fucked up shit. And I want you to know that I will be buying the pay-per-view when it comes out. Like, this is horrible. You guys want to come over for wings and pizza? Fucking watch some deathmatch shit? It's horrible. Society's awful, but we can get the fucking prelim cards if you guys come over at like 7, we start drinking. It's horrible what's happening to society. But also, do you guys want to make bets or what's up?
You ever see Marathon Man? Don't worry about that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, and also they're making another Ghostbusters that's actually Ghostbusters themed, as opposed to New Mexico.
Yeah. But they're also making a Bad Boys 3, so we don't have a lot to hope for in the remake.
Oh, I was hearing the trailer for that today at work, and I thought, is that Bad Boys? No, it couldn't be. They wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And I walked out. It was.
Ride or die. That's right. Who are you going to call? The Bad Boys Part 3, Ride or Die.
They wait
horrible
until Harold Ramis is dead. And they're like, you know what? We should make more Ghostbusters.
You know what's going to make him turn over in his grave? I got a pretty good idea.
And Rick Moranis is still like, nah.
100%. He's like, man. You know, I feel like they're going to have to play flashbacks. They're going to have to do things from the original movie because they have everyone coming back. I feel like they're going to have Rick Moranis in it. Even if he doesn't want to be in it, I feel like he's going to be in it.
It's going to be AI.
Yeah. And I feel like he's like, these motherfuckers. Honey, they shrunk my patience. I am going to fucking sue.
I'm raising my children. Your children are 50.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, honey. Rick Moranis' best film. Go.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, good. Yeah, okay. Totally didn't even. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I was going to
go. The one with Steve Martin.
My Blue Heaven.
My Blue Heaven. Yep. Those two I love.
Yeah, My Blue Heaven for me is because Suddenly Seymour and all the Little Shop kind of stuff. It's great, but you have to like musicals. If you don't like musicals, it's like, nope, you're going to cut off half the audience right there. So like, oh, you like Rick Moranis? Watch this.
Honey, I was trying for kids. I like it. I like the 2 or 3. I don't know how many there are. 2.
Chuck, yeah, it's me, your cousin, Kevin D. That's right. I got that new sound you've been looking for.
Back to the Future. Why are you doing that for Rick Moranis?
No, I was doing Chuck D. Chuck, it's your cousin, Kevin D. Chuck D. Never mind. Doesn't matter. John, neither here nor there. I think the holes in my brain are starting to come through quite nicely. We call that a patina. It's working out well.
Thanks, ecstasy.
When you don't want to think about stuff, take ecstasy.
Who knows Molly? Anyone know Molly?
It's just excuse me. K, I'll come back later. Excuse me. Yeah, John,
Don't worry,
I know how to make my way.
Security guard.
I know how to make my way through a crowd. Excuse me.
Well, I don't know. Don't worry, I'm the security guard. Do you want any? Allegedly.
Here's the deal, John.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Come on, John. Don't be so on the nose. If you're a cop, you have to tell me. You know that's fucking law, right?
Yeah. He still doesn't know that's not law. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
This is all bullshit. Yikes. All right, pop this packet. We got one more. Here we go. It was
Wait,
right
wait, so
around that time when the mushrooms began to take effect.
this is your friend, right?
This is your friend.
I don't know this guy.
I don't know this guy. No, we both know this guy. It's Beardo.
Hey,
Bro.
the guy.
Hey, did you kill my dog? I don't know why, yo, but I believe him. Fucking
I
John.
thought you were letting him stay with us.
I thought you were letting him stay with us. Oh, we just got squatted again. Thanks, folks. Tune in next week for more Squatters in California. Oh, man. We got squatted.
What month is this? January? No, it's August. Oh, man, August.
Sir, do you know what month it is? Tuesday? Sir, I'm going to need you to come with us. All right. Think KFC's open? All right. It's cool.
Weekday. Is this what day is this?
It's go time, baby. Fucking go time.
And that's our pop references to a T. Look at us. Look at us jumping, weaving, intermixing, seamless.
No, it's very seamful. What is the opposite of seamless? Seamful?
Seamed?
Seamed. Oh, so seamed. Oh, John, I disagree. I believe we are oh so seamed. I do believe everyone can tell where the cracks in the goddamn wall are. You know, we're going to build a wall, and it's not going to be very good. No one's going to pay for it. That's a promise.
They seamedly navigated their improv.
Hey, you guys want to see a dead body? Oh, sorry, the show's still going on. You guys watch them. I'll be in the back. So you think about the show, right? Because every like I watch so many cartoons. I watch so many fucking cartoons where you think about it's just a writer's room or it's a podcast. Like what was the one with oh fuck, what's his name? Midnight Duncan, his name is Duncan something. Duncan Trussell. Midnight Journey, Midnight something. But it was a podcast where he would just interview someone and they would talk about just random shit. And it was like a one-on-one podcast interview. No, like, all right, folks, here we are. It was just very like, hey, how's it going? Cool. What did you do today? Oh, you went to a funeral? That's no good. And they talk about, like, just have a conversation of the two people. And it gets very kind of out there. And they take that conversation and they animate it into this weird world where the guy is some weird drawing in a cartoon and he can put his head and go visit different worlds, and he takes a friend to a different world and they experience this weird cartoon world as they have this conversation about life and death, or growing up with your parents, or how your relationship was with your siblings. But the weird shit that is happening as the conversation is happening, like, well, I'm not really scared of death after I saw my mother die, and it was just like a life and a rebirth. And it's like, here he is, and like things are like dying and shrinking and regrowing. He's like, oh, cool. well, that's really good for you. That's healthy, right? And like takes the hand and starts walking the person. Like, yeah, I mean, it's healthy, but it's really difficult. I mean, like you're having these deep conversations, but it's just fucking an acid trip visually. John, it is the same thing as like, what's the YouTube
Lizard on
video when the
acid.
guy, yes, yeah, lizard, it's the same fucking
thought of that
thing.
immediately. Yeah, I'm sure they took it off.
Midnight
They're like,
Gospel. Midnight Gospel with Duncan
what
Trussell.
is that? That's the name of the podcast.
Netflix. It's the TV show. It's the cartoon.
Oh,
Midnight Gospel with Duncan Trussell.
So he did kind of a podcast, but he didn't release it in audio. He only released it as the Netflix.
Yeah, and he's like a comedian. He does podcasts. He does different things, but this was the conversations he had, and they put it to this
because he saw
thing.
Lizard on Acid, and he was like, "Oh, this is going to be perfect."
I feel like it's more than that, but yes, it was the exact same feeling. It's the exact meow. What are you talking about?
Meow, see here. Nobody talks about my kitty-like tendencies. Oh, I could jump from branch to branch all nibbly-bibbly-like, but I'm not a cat. Meow, you understand what I'm saying?
Not my chair, not my problem, yeah.
Yeah. Meow, we're cooking with fire. Shout out to MFA. Love you, girl. So glad you're here. And she also asked if we're
in America.
Are we tripping right now? No, we were tripping earlier, but meow that you mentioned it, I do feel a little awkward.
Meow, 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 meow.
I mean, while we're here, I don't mean to be I don't want to be a wet I don't want to be a wet blanket or nothing, so I guess I'll take some fucking LSD. Whatever. John. There's very few times in the world that I feel so happy as when I see MFA pop through the fucking chats.
Always.
One of my favorite people in the world. Don't see enough of you. Love you to death. Miss you tons and love you even more. So glad you're here, girl.
She's doing some great stuff on the Twitch and the YouTubes. So give her a like, give her a follow. Because
is she back on? I haven't.
Oh well. I mean, she's got the videos. You know, for those who haven't seen it, they can still.
Oh yeah, I know.
See the past ones.
They're still up there.
Yeah,
100%. Fucking Twitch, man. Twitch is something else, John. Twitch is something else. My buddy Hostel out in Colorado was like, dude, you got to start doing Twitch, and that you got to do TikToks and you got to do Twitch. You got to do TikToks and Twitch. I'm like, man, once China bans TikTok, they're gonna come for our Twitch next, bro. That's what I said. But he was like, you got to get on both of them. So I went and downloaded Twitch, have an account, started like I'm gonna bump around here and check. Like, there's some fucked up shit on Twitch. It is right up our alley. It is delightful. But I was like, oh, it's mainly games. No, there's other stuff. There's like podcasts and exercise and this, but there's like it's just so stupid. It's a lot of stupid, but it is not like these small moment of bites of like, oh, TikTok, you can just scroll and like, oh, here's done with this one. It goes to the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Twitch is like, oh, here's someone that I'm now just watching. Like, what the fuck is happening? And you like look down, like there's like 17 more people watching this. Like, what the fuck? And you're like, I'm gonna make a drink and I'm coming back, and there better be less people in here. And like, there's more. You guys, I'm gonna say something. You guys need to. This is awful. This is great. Horrible.
And it's like hour 2, and people are still watching and or listening to a couple of weirdos just kind of riffing on nothing.
Naked people cooking. That's what they do on Twitter. Like, gotta watch out for that bacon grease.
That's what I was referring to. Yeah, totally.
Oh, totally different. We're not on Twitch, John. You're playing the game. Like, I feel like you're in the lane of movement, but you're being sucked along by the boat that is passing you by. Like, you're in the same direction, moving, but
I'm in their wake.
You're being tumbled by the water. No. The wake would just, you're in the draft. The wake would tumble you. The draft is pulling you along. That direction. You're in the right direction, but you're just. This is why animals eat their young, John. Right here. This. Did you know that the mother peacock will actually push her peacock chicks out of the nest? And if they don't leave, she challenges them to a death match where plumage is the ultimate goal. Did you know that?
I personally know that you are not telling the truth because there is no mother peacock. There are peahens. Peahens.
Here's the deal, John. When you've known enough mama peacocks like I have, John, peahens is not a term we use. That's their word.
Keep my mother peacock out your filthy mouth.
Just because your mama's going bald, Will Smith. Oh, sorry.
Allegedly. Come on. We were good until then.
John, would you rather, John?
Yeah.
Here's the time on the two-sided when we play Would You Rather. Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather? John, would you rather lose most of your hair or grow the same amount of hair on your head, on your arms and hands?
Am I allowed to shave said hair?
It doesn't matter. It's like fucking just like Santa Claus, like Tim Allen. It'll grow back. You can do whatever you want, but it's going to grow back when you turn around in the mirror.
Immediately? Okay.
Yeah. Fucking no, and you can't wish for more wishes. That's the other rule.
Nah, I'll lose it. I don't care.
You silly bastard. I'll take the hairy arms. It's a sign of prowess. Virile. Look at this. You weave roses into my arm hair. Ointments and oils, frankincense and myrrh. It's beautiful. Just like it was in Bethlehem. That's the old frankincense and myrrh joke.
Well, you are naturally hairier than I am, right? I have no major chest hair. The hair I have isn't very visible, right? My eyebrows, which I have hair on my eyebrows, but people can't see it, right? Leg, not super visible.
John, you just have to say, I don't have much hair. You don't have to go through every goddamn body part showing my butthole barely is bleached.
Just that right there and my chest.
You're an active. These are the moments that I look back and I say, I don't know why I'm friends with him. I'm unsure of what is happening in our day-to-day lives. And this fucking guy. No, I know. I'm here. You told me I had to be. We're going to talk about this in my fucking contract negotiation. This is bullshit. I'll finish, but this is bullshit.
So I'm just saying,
I'm sorry. I'm talking to my agent. I'm talking about my agent, John. I'm talking to my agent. Just give us an A&B conversation.
I'm not used to a lot of hair in those kind of places, so I'd rather just do less. Even though my hair is amazing, obviously, and I think that's why you asked the question. I'd rather have
John,
less.
You're You're like a dog with a bone. Just take off and run and think we're having a great time. We're playing a fucking game. Shut the fuck up. Let's play more games. John, would you rather have the worst fucking halitosis ever that will never be cured? So every time you open your mouth, plants die. Or would you rather have active gas where you just can't, you just fucking every 4 or 5 times a minute? And don't say that you have both now, so it's a moot point. Don't say that. This is a game.
I would never say that. I would say that obviously I'm going to go with number 2 because I have active gas but not halitosis. My breath is delicious, but my farts are aplenty.
Jesus Christ. I don't even, I try my best with you, bud.
Well, gingers smell better. You know that. They smell better.
I'm very accepting as a person. I believe that everyone should have their time, their place, and their moment to shine. Everyone needs a voice. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I will fucking hold a banner. I will march. I will show up early. I will stay late, motherfucker. That's why it pains me so much when you make me feel these feelings. So I feel like I'm not who I say I am. It's like, fuck, I actively want all gingers to be destroyed. If I can just break him of his pride of gingerhood, I will feel like I've accomplished something in this world. When your goal is to break someone's idea of their self-worth, you start having second guesses about yourself. John, I blame you for doing that to me. I'm a good person. You are fucking it up. You caused this. Fuck you very much, and fuck your couch also, John.
It's not my fault. You brought this upon yourself, right?
oh shit! I didn't mean to hurt you.
Okay, my repeat. Can you hear certain car alarm passive noises, frequencies, as you walk past cars? Like, are there certain cars where you hear them going, or some kind of variation thereof?
Well, I can't say that, but I do experience sensations of thousands of voices crying out in distress and then being suddenly silenced quite often. But it's usually just a disturbance of the force. So I chalk it up to the Miata down the street.
My partner cannot hear these frequencies, but I can. I've recorded them to make sure that I'm not insane.
I've recorded them.
In the recordings, I can still hear them. So obviously, it wasn't an auditory hallucination.
You fucking idiot! You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Hey, let me just break down your fucking argument with your partner. Babe. What? Babe. What, John? Babe. Do you hear that car talking to you? What? Do you hear that car talking to you? Huh? Like, I'm not doing it right, but do you know Celine Dion?
Mariah Carey.
What? You know, she did a residency in Vegas. Huh? Never mind. I'm going to record it. I'm going to play it for you when we're back in the house. Recording stops. Fast forward 15 minutes later. Babe, here's a nice Chardonnay. I know we had Riesling, but I feel like we're going to have meat later, so I'm going to give you Chardonnay. I mean, fish. We're having fish later. Goes short. Anyway, babe, here's wine. Hey, babe. Yeah. Remember when that car was talking to us earlier? Huh? You know, Celine Tequila. Mariah DeCamry. Remember? Huh? Shh. I know you would say that. That's why I recorded it. I'm going to hit play now. Hear that? I'm not insane. Anyway, I'm going to go check on the fucking halibut. John, how can you record something that no one can hear and then play it back for him? You know what? I'm gonna play the recording of John's technical difficulties when he went mute and his eyes went big and he got that big stupid ginger look on his face. And see if anyone felt his stupidity like I did in that moment of silence. What do you mean you can't hear that stupidity? It's fucking palpable. I can mold it like a goddamn potter does clay. I'm like fucking Patrick Swayze and Ghost molding the stupidity in this bitch.
You hear that?
The room just got colder. John is a ghost hunter. Well, you know, the EKG went up. You know what that means? That means we got a talking Kia on this block. I don't know about you, Venkman, but I think we got a sequel on our hands.
Very frozen.
Guy.
It was very frozen.
Oh my God. You mean the New York Public Library is where all the Kias go to park when they can talk to each other? John, if we can get the rights to run down the steps with a bunch of Kias parked around us, oh, it's gonna be a fucking if we can get that AI, my boy John L. Peacock running down the New York City Library steps surrounded by Kias. Talking Kias. Celine Dion sounding Kias in the key of Mariah Carey Kia. This fucking guy. You said we wouldn't have a good time on Tuesday. You said, oh, why do we do the shows? You said, oh, we're going to have research and do a bunch of dumb stuff. I said, John, we're going to talk about talking cars and fucking the key of Mariah Carey. One of these days, John, we're going to get a residency in Vegas too. And that is when we get khakis.
And Alicia Keys.
Cheers. We're going to get Alicia Keys.
Yeah. She's great, bro. She's great. Woo.
I had a lot of people bringing to my attention. They said, I don't think that you guys are drinking.
A lot of people. So like 3.
All of them. All 3 of them. I said, you know what? I think you're right. I think when you do a better job of acting and become more technically skilled, study in the house of the sailor.
The rising sun.
Exactly, John.
Well, the key is to not act drunk. It's to act like you're not trying to be drunk.
Right. Well, it's weird how that works, John. The old saying goes, they like to quote, ain't no such thing as halfway alcoholics.
I mean, that's a bad paraphrase, but yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry. Criminally drunk. Huh? Hey, here's a fun one. Because look at this. I can do my fucking connect the dots. Criminally drunk. No such thing as halfway alcoholics. Eminem. Detroit. There was a American Airlines flight from Amsterdam to Detroit direct that had to turn around mid-flight because maggots were falling from the overhead bin on someone's head. Turns out someone from Amsterdam had rotten fish and that maggots were falling on them. So they had to turn the plane around and everyone got voucher for like $80 for food, a night in a hotel, and 6,000 miles for the turnaround. But they all, and the big Amsterdam to Detroit leg, John, not New York. We got to go straight to the fucking 8 Mile, baby.
Weird coincidence, because everybody on that boat earlier today got the same exact thing. 6,000 miles, a night stay.
It's funny you're saying that, because I think we have two. I was just going to go with another weird segment. Are we talking about the Baltimore Bridge people? Because I don't know if they're going to stay one night. I think there might be too soon. If we're talking about the Carnival cruise that went on fire, do you see that one?
Nope. Let us all know about that one.
Oh, John, it's even better. I saw that on the news. A Carnival cruise ship had been in rocky seas, and the big ass tail, and boats have the big fucking the stern, the fucking ass end of the boat has that big
rudder.
Thing.
The rudder?
No. The big thing on the top, it sticks up. It looks like a big. Anyway, fuck you. Doesn't matter.
Stern.
Sure, it was on fucking fire. Fucking on fire, right? After they were in rocky seas. I had seen that. My buddy Jay hits me up in Colorado. He's like, hey, you see that thing? Yeah. Our buddy Jeff was on that boat from Colorado. He hasn't gone on vacation ever. And it was like his first vacation in like 2 years. Took his whole family, and his wife had a panic attack. Like, we're going to fucking die. He's like, this is bullshit. And they didn't give him any credit. Didn't give him anything. They had to cancel the next 2 cruises, and they gave them all those people credits. But they're like, no, you guys went on your cruise. It was just a fucking fire on the way back. And you thought you were going to die. Not a big deal. Don't be a bitch. Like,
the show wasn't great, but you still finished it.
Yeah, and the shrimp bar is still open. Still open.
Please exit the theater now. There will be no refunds.
Right. Please make your way inside. Please make your way inside. John, that's my next thing. I'm looking at traveling, man. I'm looking at this shit. Like, life is too short. And I realize now you can, like, do you just plan vacations way in advance? I'm like, yep. Taking that off. Yep. Buying that thing and like start putting money on. It's like you don't only have to put like 10% down on vacations. And then you only have to pay the balance like 45 days. So if you do it ahead of time, John, Jesus Christ, I'm going to Mexico for a week to go fucking trophy fishing with a bunch of guys. But at this point, I feel like our next thing, we need to figure out a cruise. Either we'll leave from Florida or we'll leave from Long Beach. We'll figure out East Coast or West Coast and plan a cruise and tell everyone, hey, we're doing a 2-sided cruise. We'll book a goddamn stateroom and do a fucking live show. I swear to God, I'll do a live show on that boat. Even if they don't want me to, I'll be on the fucking Lido deck. All right, folks, welcome to the poop deck. Funny ha-ha hour with my boy Pete and John L. Peacock. Hold on to your butts. It's about to get rough seas.
I don't have much feelings.
I'm saying, John, there's no reason to not do stupid shit like that. If you
why don't we do a Northern Europe cruise then?
No, John, no. Because you need to make it somewhat affordable, because no one's like, oh yeah, we'll do this whole thing of like, it'll be $4,800 for everyone. Like, Jesus Christ, it's a little steep. If you're looking like
some bands out there, we do have some.
No, but
bands.
I'm saying if we do $1,000, if you leave from a normal port and it's $1,000 or $500,
normal port.
Fucking Florida, Long Beach, like goddamn continental United States. I don't mean to be geographically fucking
Long Beach,
Superior.
California. Florida, Miami. You were doing a state and a city in comparison.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I don't know Florida. I know they do Miami, but I think they probably also do like a couple other ports in
Well, but
Florida.
the main one is Miami. That I know.
Right. But for California, you have Long Beach or you have San Francisco.
Right.
Miami, you probably have Florida and Alabama.
There's ocean there.
Well, it's mainly in the Gulf. So you could fly out of Louisiana, but you can get on a train in Alabama for a better cruise. So there's that.
If you have a Sharpie, you're good to go. Just extend it. Just extend it.
Just extend it. Just extend it. There we go. You know what? There's an island with your name written on it somewhere, John. We'll find it for you, bud.
Pop that one packet.
I think we're all asking ourselves the following. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude? Seriously, what the fuck? Right? People were defending him while they're driving away.
Right. I'm saying my normal state of being in a day-to-day life is what the fuck? What the fuck? But I've learned on an emotional level, if you live in that state, it is so not healthy. So you have to disconnect at some points. And you just can't engage. Like you just have to, well, I guess I'll see the ambulances at the scene of the crash. I guess we'll meet them there. Okie dokie. And you just got to fucking give up. Because it is a lot more healthy. So much better. You guys, this is my PSA.
Just disengage from humanity and give up.
Right, yeah, well, the thing is, not all the time, but like most of the time. Right? When it's important, like at your wedding or when you're on the witness stand. Like, show up for that shit, you know?
When you write your manifesto in the woods, right?
Be there for the pictures or the fucking photo lineup, whatever. Just be there mentally for that. But otherwise, it's more healthy if you just
give up.
Dealer out. Dealer out. My work here is done. This room is clear.
The dishes are done, dude.
Oh, the dishes are done, dude. No, Mom, I don't want to take the garbage out. Wash it two-sided. No, I said I'd do it after the two-sided, Mom. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Who were you saying?
Turn off, disconnect, tune out. Right. Yeah, we got it.
Right. Sometimes when my parents leave, I like to put on my headphones, put on a record, and roll up some joints on my bed, listen to Zeppelin. It relaxes me.
Faith No More's epic over and over again. That one over in loop, just in loop.
Dude, the War Pigs, best, so great. That Faith No More album was so good. Epic was the album, right? Epic.
Epic was the song for Faith No More. War Pigs is Black Sabbath, isn't it?
Black Sabbath. Yeah. That's Epic. Yeah.
You
want. But what's the other one? They have. Yeah, say. No, that's the same one.
It's the same one. What is it? What is it? Yeah. It's epic. And then it ends with a piano.
Oh, John. Here we go. John,
Epic.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. John. Ready, go. Name a song that ends with just piano. Pling, 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 pling. Whatever song, but just ends with piano keyboard. Pling, 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 pling. I know I'm not doing it right, but that's Epic is one. What else?
Moonlight Sonata.
Not one that only has piano all the way through.
Oh, you did say that. Nope, I'm out. What is it?
What is it?
It?
No, John, there's so many. I'm saying that's a great question. It's what about
that ends with it?
No, what about November Rain?
Oh. Wait, does
what
it?
What about I don't know. What about Silent Lucidity?
I don't know.
I don't know. What about Bohemian Rhapsody? What about
Oh yeah, that one does, yeah.
Oh, Home Sweet Home. I'm coming home. Motley Crue. Home Sweet Home.
What about Poison? Time after time.
I'm not sure it goes like that. I think it goes like wait. Yep, that's it. Was that the one you're thinking of? Poison?
No, it was more like that. We are the world. We are the people.
This is our Constitution. We have amendments to make everything fucked up. We're the Constitution. We're the people. I just went with you on a constitutional premise, John. We are the world. We are the people.
We are the world. Yeah, the big multi-superstar.
We are the children.
People, children, whatever.
No.
We're all God's children.
We the people. My boy Pete, being of sound mind and possibly not so sound body, do hereby bequeath all of the stupidity in the two-sided to John L. Peacock. We are the world. We are the people. So it is said, so shall it be done.
And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. Doesn't that happen?
That's guitar. That's guitar.
It ends. Okay.
No, it starts with guitar too.
It's only guitar.
It's only there's no singing piano. There's only tractors and guitar in that, and thunder. Weird.
That's about adultery, right?
Shh. Easy there, Jolene. Every country song is about something iffy. There's an upbeat to it, so you can get away with it. If you do a downbeat, you have to wear fucking black eye makeup and be a little emo.
Talk about Friday.
Scowl.
You know, they realized that so many rock albums played backwards were just Satan, like instructions.
Here we go, John.
Do you know what happens when you play a country song backwards?
They get their dog becomes alive, their woman comes back, and all their bank accounts is full again. John, it's a beautiful, beautiful backmasking simile. John, let me ask you this question, my friend. Being that you're such a man of the people, a man about town, a man of the hour, John. You know what happens when you play the two-sided pod Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern? That's 3 a.m. Greenwich Mean Standard Time on Wednesdays backwards.
You get your brains back, you get less drunk, and you save time that was wasted. otherwise.
Pretty much a bad summation, but a less conservation of words than we would have used, John. But I like your style, my friend. And that is from the heart.
Well, you're the master. What do we get playing it backwards?
No, that's it, John. Literally, those are the things, John. But I'm
I feel much
saying,
more stupid because we're going forwards.
right, shh. Well, John, I'm gonna need you to hit 88 shots an hour so that we can go back to the future and get less done. John,
Mixers, where we're going, we don't need mixers.
1.21 liters? That looks like a handle to me. I thought you said gigawatts. I got liters over here. I'm hammered drunk.
Phew! White lightning.
I'm gonna tell you what. You drink enough of them gigawatts, you'll be making out with your mom back in high school too. Back to the future. Oh, John. Okay. Okay. How about that? How about a fucking aggressive line? You drink enough. Michael J. Fox did a shot. Oh, you drink enough shots like that, you'll be making with your mama in the high. See, okay. No, my movie sounded better. How to describe a movie in that, and I can make you okay. Let me think of a movie. I'm blanking. All I can think of is Sex and the City Part 2. It was really good. It was really good, you guys. I'll be honest. You're such a Samantha, John. So dope. Fuck you, man. So dope. All right. Nope. And now I've lost it because now I have movies. I'm like, what was I even saying? Oh, nope. Yeah. I eat enough blue and red pills. I can fucking time travel through the goddamn universes too. Matrix. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Nope, we're too far gone, John. It's like clicking the channels. You got to keep going. Go. You go.
Well, it turns out we're now just running on trash and booze. Back to the Future 2.
Okay. All right. Go see a show, he says. It'll be a good time, he says. It could be worse. We could be in the audience. Nope, now I'm just doing movie quotes. Somehow I came up with the idea and then I lost what we were doing somewhere in translation. Like, John, if we can fix this in post.
Oh,
John,
what if we relate?
John, if we could learn what post is, then we could fix it in that.
I think this is post. I think the green room is actually post. We're there.
No,
we're there now.
No, you're wrong. That was a inside baseball joke, because post is when you put all your shit in the can and you fix it after the fact in the editing room. You're like, no, we're here. Look at me in the eyes. I feel post to you. Do you like Raisin Bran or grape nuts? Because that's post, and I love cereal. Post. Promise.
All right. What if we were just relate ourselves to a movie in a certain way? Like, the two-sided pod is like the queen of filth, the queen of slime, the queen of putris. Boo. Boo the show. Putrescence. Boo this show. Boo. Boo.
I was going to focus more on the bow down to the two-sided paw. It's all about editing, John. See how we fix that in post? To the side of filth, the side of putrescence. No, just stop it and bow down when I come to your town, John. I don't know who I sent it to, but I sent it today, and it made me so happy. I sent Simon and Garfunkel singing fuck, what was it? It was a DMX. Well, no, I fucking forget. It was oh my god, John, I sent it to you. I sent it to you. Fuck. Oh. Shorty get down. No, it wasn't. No diggity. What was it? Fuck. It's gonna kill me. It was hilarious. It was the same thing of a John. I want you to know that my permission slip said that I could only be up till 12 tonight. You have me for an hour and 15 minutes more. But in that time, I can't promise anything now because I don't have supervision and it has turned fucking sour. But I'm here for it, bud. I'm here. So, fuck, what was the thing? I'm derailing myself when I'm trying to think about things like, your mind is not working. Like, you can do this all you want. Just stop trying to think about things. Unless it's here, it's not here. Just fucking move on. Okay. All right, I will. Yeah, I know. Fuck off. I will. Okay. John, what were you saying?
Where am I? The two-sided podcast. Don't even think of don't even think of trying to escape. No one escapes a two-sided podcast.
You have two choices, John. You can take the red pill and open your mind to something that is beyond your understanding. Or you can take the blue pill and go back to your day-to-day normal humdrum life. I suggest taking both pills on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, having a little shot, have a smoke, see how those pills hit, write it out to like 9:30, 9:45. Fucking, you're good. I say the red pills are the way to go. Take another one of those. See what happens in the green room. I don't know. Fucking, they call me Morpheus, bud. I'm just here for the show.
Yes, please.
Giddy up. Nope. Nope. I don't like these games anymore, John. I can't follow along.
You made them. You made the game.
Oh, I know, John. John, that's the thing. With mania comes great responsibility. Yes. Dance for me. Why are you dancing? I don't know. Turns out I have had lead poisoning from drinking from these lead glasses in my chambers of the royalty for the last 4 years. John, it's crazy town around here. We just don't know. We just don't know.
Well, you insisted on a lead goblet, and people kept on saying, what about a graphite goblet? Because it's actually more safe. You said lead goblet or nothing.
You forgot. I was like, fuck pencils. Pencils are what stopped my dad from his eraser business. They kept writing. My dad couldn't erase fast enough, and that is when the family went under. So fuck you, graphite. I'm lead all the way. There was a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk in the royal chambers that day. It was like even the jester who was unsure. He's like,
should I juggle or no? Okay, I'll be in the corner. Yeah. Sounds like you got some shit to work out with your fucking father. I'll be over here. Mea culpa, sir. I do go this way.
Oh, so dumb.
I'm just looking at the analytics of our YouTube show, which is great. But it turns out 79 people have come in and out. Fantastic. 0 people have liked the show.
No, and that's our whole thing, John. We're trying to break the system. And I don't know if did you not get that memo? That was my whole thing. It was like if we swim against the stream, right? If we become the salmon that are spawning this way, ain't nobody put numbers on that. We're pioneers, John. We're in our own kind. We go against the grain, my friend, and I think that is what gets us noticed. I say, don't like us. I say, don't even try it. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell your coworkers. And God help you, do not tell your parole officer. This is not something that should be discussed. At a Wahlberg cooler, a Wahlberg. Folks, here's the two-sided. We don't believe in enunciation. What we believe in is aggressively screams. Aggressively screams, but we don't believe in conjugating words correct. Folks, I may not be a learned man, but I have many a book on soda and soda accoutrements. Do you like sugar? Taurine? Well, have I got...
No collectoral conjunction.
Oh, you'll love the edition on red dye number 4. It's at the bottom, so I have it close by.
We're also not really good on technology because my YouTube did not update, and when I pushed buttons and removed everything, I came back to people saying, I liked you, and we got a good 4 likes, so I apologize to all 4 of you. My mea culpa, Mona Lisa, many men have sung your name.
What I need from you, John, is I need you to fucking take a breath, right? I see you're very excited. You're scaring the fucking families. Like this is there's people trying to picnic over there. I need you to fucking keep it down, okay? Jesus.
They're Mormons. We're fine.
Here's the deal, John.
They're going to be very polite.
They're going to be polite, but they're going to be scared. No one needs that in their day-to-day lives. Day-to-day.
Creeps in this petty face.
Folks, if you like Shakespeare and you love doo-wop, you'll love the Hamlet Goes to Motown edition of John L. Peacock's Creeps a day. Creeps a pace a day. Oh, Hamlet, I knew him so well. Yeah. Oh, my father, it's a ghost. La, 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 la.
You know what? I didn't like it. I'm going to like it myself. There you go.
I did like it, and I'm going to take my like away because this show is bullshit.
I think someone else did, or maybe it was you.
But maybe it's your algorithms don't keep up with your computer and the hamsters. They're so tired. Look at their 4 little legs. They've been huffing and puffing and keeping their food in their cheeks for so long, John. Let them sit down in a bed of sawdust and sleep for the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is where we've come. We've degenerated. We've devoed. We have. Are we not men? We are Devo. Are we not men? DEVO. We have de-evolved to this point.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes. Yes, I am. Not only was that New Jack City, John, that's biblical.
I think they reversed it. I think they switched it. I think they inverted it.
Oh, keeping up international relations. You know, giving the bird. I'm sorry. I hate it when it does that, you guys. That's my bad. I would like to sit down with you, John. No, and I say this often, but I feel like it doesn't ever work out because I don't like you as a person. Shit, sorry. That was supposed to be internal.
Peeling behind the curtain. Peeling behind the curtain.
Well, that's a horse of a different color. Oh,
John, I want to, like, next time, I want to sit with you, and not on Zoom or not in the show, but I want to sit with you in a writing room. But I don't want you to write because I don't like your writing habits. I don't like the way you type. The way you type fucking pisses me off, man. I see you hit keys. I'm like, God damn, this fucking guy ruins the whole flow. You know what I mean? Ruins the flow. What we need, we're gonna hire a scribe. See, that's what Craigslist is for. We're gonna go to Missed Connections. We're like, Missed Connections. Were you the typist? Nope, not going there. John, we get a stenographer. I feel like stenographers don't get enough credit, right?
Right.
Because no one can read their writing.
Correct. Shorthand.
Right. We get the stenographer. Yeah. We get a writer's room. Yeah.
Yeah.
We sit in what we call the think tank and we just fucking pitch ideas. Just get a little shitty. Just fucking start pitching stuff around. That's going to be our show, John. That's going to be the show. John, fuck you. That's the show. We invite one person to the writer's room. The writer's room starts an hour and a half before, and we all hang out and talk and bullshit and smoke and drink. The writer's room starts an hour in. Everyone's like, oh, like a 0.12. All right, let's get to it. And that's when the show starts. And we're like, all right, folks, we're brought to you by a special guest. We like to, folks, this guy's over here. And like, here's a special guest, John. Fucking, I'm going to pitch this shit. Fuck you, drunk history. This is drunk.
Now.
Nope. It needs to be more syllables. Reality. Drunk reality.
No. Reality TV. Written drunkenness.
Present drunk.
Okay. Table that one.
Because you could also like, for me, yeah, for you, present drunk.
Drunk writer's room.
No, that's every writer's room I've ever known.
Drunken writer's room.
Drinks with writers. Nope. It's saying their drinks. You're not just drinking out of a bottle. You're saying you're a writer. You're not. Nope.
Piss in a corner.
Piss in a corner. Piss up a rope.
Piss it in the wind.
How many pisses must the wind take down before my backsplash calls me a writer? Come on, John, you know the rest of the words. And John, fuck your couch, John, sing along. We're coming on so strong. Come on, we're pissing up a rope and into the wind.
Yes.
I'm saying because, and the only reason I say this, that it has to be, Zoom is difficult. You and I have been doing this now for, well, it'll be 3 years for the show, it'll be like 4 years, 5 years that we've been doing the Zoom shit. And,
right.
And you were doing it for 2 years before that, where we've gotten very good at the how to give and take. It's like a horrible skill. I wouldn't recommend having this. I wouldn't.
We're negotiating the lag because there's a lag.
Right.
The whole thing is horrible, but we are negotiating it.
Yep. Awful. And that in a writer's room, like it would be hard to, it would be very difficult to try and have the banter, the in and out, the give and the take with multiple people in a Zoom session, even if you were the professional Zoom.
For sure.
But around a table when you're fucking eating fucking dumplings, John, we're getting dumplings. Believe you me. Gonna nosh, gonna have a thing, we're not gonna have a full meal until after, but that's gonna be like, it's gonna be a whole thing. John, I have it already written.
I have a free space in New York that is good for this.
Yeah, no, I see it. I know. I that's what I'm counting on. That like oh fuck.
Oh, it would look good in that room too. Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right. Think about that. I got it. All right, let's pop some packets.
All right.
Let's think about our life goals, our expectations for the future, where we went wrong, and I'm going to need your mother's maiden name, the last 4 digits of your social. If you can put those in the chat, that would be great. Also, if you can give me a list of your class schedule and your fears, just for reference. I'm asking for a friend. I'm going to pop these packets.
Inconsistent listener, incoherent caller.
I feel like you're batting 50% on that, bud. I would say sporadic. You're not inconsistent. You are very consistent. I would say you're very incoherent. That's the pot calling the kettle kitchenware. That's like me calling you a bon vivant. Like me saying that you're a charcuterie board. No, I don't know what that means. Dub, I goddamn love you. But you know what? I'm gonna do a shot with you right now. Oh, he's gonna say a shot. Let me play this one because I don't want to fucking do another shot. Oh, thank God you didn't say a shot. Let's do a shot. Cheers to you. Raise it up, John. Bink, bink, bink. Come on, bud. Bink, bink, bink. Bink, bink, bink. Hijo, hija. Heyo.
Something about it, yeah. Hope having a great night. Mm-hmm. Show yes.
Show yes. My man. My brother from another mother. Cunty McShitballs. This guy. As always said, he's also our translator. He gives our translation for the two-sided pod that we keep for international listeners, which is always good, John. Because I always said for a long time, I said international stupidity is international. Like it bridges all gaps, communication. Like just stupidity is appreciated everywhere. But you need to announce when you are going on Tuesdays, Thursdays, 3 days a week, 4 days a week. You got to announce it. And if you don't know, you got to know. Sorry, John. You're right. I'm wrong.
How about clear and present drunks?
Oh, exactly. That's a good one. Clear and present drunks. We're gonna put that in your pin on that one, John. Take that one.
Well, it's your pain room. It's not where you're from, it's what you're doing. Mm-hmm.
3 people. One is running to the bathroom. One is in the bathroom. One is coming out of the bathroom. Can you tell their nationality, John? Because we can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can you? How can you? Can you? You can't, because the one going to the bathroom is Russian. The one in the bathroom is European. The one coming out is Finnish. Oh, come on, John. You like geographical humor? Come on. Fucking your high school vice principal called and said, "That's a great joke." We can't hear you, bud. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. There you go. That's what I was saying to you
I am
earlier.
on mute. I was planning to be on mute. Oh, there's no more messages. You didn't let me know that. My screen's messed up. You messed up the joke so bad.
Jesus Christ.
You
come
said
in
the
like this.
punchline
You come
in the
come in
middle
like
of
this.
the joke.
Come in like this. You come in like this. You come in like this. That's the you think the punchline is European?
What do you when you're going to the bathroom? You're Russian. What are you when you're in the bathroom? You're American. All right. What are you when you're leaving the bathroom? I messed it up. Fuck. What are you when you're going to the
come in
bathroom?
like this?
You're
Fuck
you're
you.
Russian. What are you when you're leaving the bathroom? You're American. What are you when you're in the bathroom?
Times we
European.
don't like the things that
European.
Sean does, but
European.
when he keeps
European.
on talking, we also think he's
European.
fucked.
European.
Oh, these days.
European. Not your Finnish. European. That's the punch.
John, I love you like the brother I drowned in the tub. But I need you to know where your strengths lie and your weaknesses lie. And what I need you to know more than anything is my strengths are holding you underwater. Shh. Oh, John L. Peacock. He doesn't know what he means. When the ginger thinks he smells so good, he doesn't think it's clean. But come on, John. Something is John, you know the rest of the words. Even though come on, John.
Oh, do, and also my boy Pete. We do sing on Tuesdays every to the week.
There we go. Folks, if you raise your glasses and raise your flags, you too will be part. I don't know, John. I actively. I blipped out there for a second. Like, what?
Well, we recovered greatly from those horrible technical difficulties, completely beyond our control, and had a wonderful episode. And this has been a great green room. But
yeah, like fucking Mary Lou Retton, John, 1984 Olympics, just limping her way up to the fucking stage. That's what we were doing. Just like, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah. None of us are sure if we can. But you know what, John? Got that gold, bud. Got that gold.
We got it. Right. It's like Sasha
Baron Cohen.
Baron Cohen. I was going to say Cohen Baron because, got that Olympic breaking his leg, but still stuck the landing. And then his coach had to carrying him off.
Right.
He got the gold.
I said, I like my leg. You like my broken leg. Sasha Baron Cohen. It was amazing. They played the Kazakhstan national anthem. It was very good. John, you're bringing a tear to my Olympic eye.
It was the coach picking him up. after he sucked the landing and then just collapsed. You know, it was heartfelt. It was real.
Bela Lugosi picked him up. He said, "I want to suck your blood." It was Lugosi. It was Bella. Something. Anyway, some fucking Ukrainian. No harm, man. Picked him up. Said, "I like your wife." John,
We
one
all
of
saw
the
the same
things
feed.
we saw, wasn't my first Olympics, won't be my last. Borat.
Or
movie.
might be.
One of the things we do here on the Two Side, we do really good references, and you will learn something. You will learn how flawed knowledge can truly be. And I feel like if you don't know the boundaries, the extremes of stupidity, you're not equipped for life. So unless you can see the dredges of society in their day-to-day existence, how can you go on to greater things? We're here for you, folks. Ain't that right, John?
Yeah, that's right, man. We're the two sides of life. We're the serious and the fun. We're the fun and the serious. We're the me and the you. We're the push and the pull. And that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, exactly. The ebb and the flow, the give and the take, the shut and the fuck up. I'm with you, bud. I'm with you.
Let's pop in these last packets and get out of here because Gingy needs to sleep.
You pop in these last packets. Gingy needs to sleep.
John L. Peacock. I said top. Hey, yeah, you fucked that one up too. I'm gonna deal with some people's kids. Anyway, I live out here in West Texas, born and raised, fifth generation native Texan.
Hell yeah.
And it's always windy out here. That's why we got all these huge fucking windmills out here. There's literally thousands of them in the county where I live and I grew up at. Again, so it's always windy. Have you ever tried to piss in the wind? Especially out here, man, it sucks. You know, your boots get all wet and shit, and of course your Wranglers get pissed on, and then you just fucking stink like piss for the rest of the goddamn day. Anywho, John L. Peacock, show your ass.
100%. The other one that I'm going to throw out, not because any of us have been involved in it, but if you puke out of a moving car or piss out of a moving car, it does affect the backseat passengers. That is something that I heard is a thing. Almost as bad as the Wranglers.
I have to do it because I was thinking of it earlier today. You just gotta live life. You gotta take chances. You gotta stare down the barrel of a gun. You gotta piss into the wind. If I'm staring down the barrel of a gun, I'm probably gonna piss every which way.
See, John, I'm with you. That's a good joke. That's a good joke until you had a gun pulled on you. You do piss the first time. After that, come on. It's like crying after your first breakup. Like, oh my God, you're so hurt. Yeah. Welcome to the party, motherfucker. You don't get to shed those tears anymore.
Right.
You don't get to,
it happened again. Oh, it happened again.
Oh, it happened again. Jesus Christ, this is horrible. Oh no. What am I gonna do?
Shout out to friends. I just want to Joey Chandler. Hey.
Oh no. I was saying that. I was like, oh, do you have a sister? Both things you can say in both situations.
All right, I got it. Pro tipsy. Do a shot.
Let's do a shot. MFA, thank you for tuning in. Dub, appreciate you, brother. Here's to you. Cheers, everyone. Bink, bink, bink.
Cheers, everyone. Look out. All right, got one left.
Chris. All right, bud. One left. Here we go.
My man Pete and John L. Peacock. Yo, talking about your fucking dreams. Make those sluts come true. It's crazy because, like, I used to be a banker, a realtor, all that shit, a professional. I have degrees. But in the back of my mind, my dream was always there. And it's like sometimes I wake up every day and I'm so excited that I'm living that fucking dream. And other days, I wake up like my 42-year-old rapper. It's better than being a 42-year-old banker, though.
Right?
See you guys next week. It's a date.
It's a date. Love you, girl. Love you. That's the thing. You're right. You're right. You're right, Mona.
Yep.
That's the thing. It's like you gotta get it. You gotta get after it. You gotta do what you want to do that makes you happy. Because
I don't
ahead,
hear you.
John.
I now hear you again. So I heard that's the thing, Mona. Can you just repeat that for me?
John. Yeah. No, that's the thing, Mona. That's literally. Glad you're here, bud. Always glad you're here. Good to see you. Fucking shit. It makes the comment even so much more true. Just do what you love. Get after what makes you happy. Don't fuck with the shit that brings you down. Life is too goddamn short to fuck with the half steppers, man. Like it is not worth your time. It is not worth your struggle. You gotta do what makes you happy. Right, John? I want you to know, fuck, you would be on the other side of that fucking demographic a lot of the time. But I love what we bring to the table. I love you as a person. You destroy me on the fucking regular, bro.
I can't hear. Can 9024601? Are you there? No, I gotcha. Okay, what were you saying before you said that?
Couch.
With that one, it looked like you were reconnecting, so I was hoping you would say it for the other people on stereo, not on YouTube, because they all heard that on YouTube, obviously. The two different platforms.
Right. But if you had seen my words, I had said nothing before. I said, but. What were you saying, John? Let me rephrase. But you know, Mona. Oh, you missed all that? You missed it? Fuck. You missed that shit? Let me run that fucking tape back. Jesus Christ. It's a hard world we live in, folks. It's a real fucking hard world. There's no time. There's no time for bullshit, right? There's no time for it. Yeah, you can do anything in life, right? You can do what society tells you to do. You can do what the grind gets you. You can get that fucking nut at the end of the rainbow. But is it going to make you happy? Right? Once you reach that fucking pot, it ain't full of gold. I'm saying there's pot there, but are you happy with it? You know what I mean?
What'd you give up for that?
Right. What else can you embrace in life if you didn't chase that? Right? Yeah. What else could you follow? Where do your passions lie? Just do you, man. Like it. I know for a fact, just like Mona said, there's a lot of us who could be doing different things, who could like, oh, throw your hat in the ring, all in. Like, yeah, you're gonna get a little better paycheck at the end of the day. Get a lot better paycheck sometimes, but is that fucking paycheck worth your soul?
Right.
I don't know, John. I don't know. I think it's a give and take, push to pull, a bit of flow, yin and a yang.
Well, as a server, that's why I was so against brunch. I always had the phrase of brunch will give you money, but it'll take your soul. but then I couldn't do server anymore. And there was this just like this ebb. This I gotta I gotta just go in a different direction. Um, our boy Ed, many years ago in our 20s, told me this one thing. You know, work is just any work. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. Any work is just paying you for a portion of your time, of your life. That's
Yep.
all it's doing.
Yep. That's
And
what you're
that
willing to give away.
changed everything for me.
It's what you're willing to give away. For
Yep.
me, as an alcoholic, I appreciate brunch more than anyone because I say that's where I do my best work. Mimosa, I say, don't you know, so? Give me two out of the dosa. But no, I am 100% with you. You are, work is a means to an end. You do what you need for the money you need to live the life you can, and at some point, you'll be willing to make. From experience, I was willing to make more sacrifices financially so I could live the life that I want to live. I want to have the schedule I want.
Right.
I want to be in the place I want. I don't want to work the hours for fucking that money. I'm good. I'm super good.
Yeah, and some people it's you sacrifice so much financial gain for you're working for a not-for-profit or you know in something that you actually care about and the work you care about as opposed to intern in something and you're just that's not the
Yeah,
same.
but at that point, like I've been in those positions too, John, where you work for the nonprofit or you work for those things. Like I believe in it. I started when you met me in Arizona. I was
I
a
know.
Boys and Girls Club. I
Right.
loved it. It was great, but I topped out once you hit 35,000 or 38,000 a year. At that point, like you're not making anything more. Like that's cool, but do I want to live in Safford, Arizona, not making 40 grand a year in Safford? Like I'm down to, I don't need the money,
Right.
but I would rather be making 38 grand in a different place. And like, oh, you're going to go somewhere else. You need to make more to live in Southern California. Oh, okay.
Did you ever try to transfer through the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, no, I did. And it was because I had gone to summits in DC. And so I had connections, but there was nothing local close by in Southern California. So when I came out here, there was nothing I could without having to commute like an hour and a half. And at that point,
Right.
I'm like, I'm trying not to have any more commitment. I'm trying to literally just like, I'm showing up, showing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that unless you have ownership of it, unless you have profit sharing, unless you are seeing, and then you get in the slippery slope of like, oh, look at hit these quotas and these marks, and then you get bonuses. If you're working on a bonus structure, your life is fucked. Yeah, you can get paid, but your soul is fucked. If you own something, you believe in it, that's great. But there's no ownership if you're an employee. So it is truly like, I'm giving you 40 hours of my week, and you will pay me this money so that I can live the life I want to live.
Right. But if you enjoy and feel that you're contributing, like according to your own values, that's better than just being in a fluoride, fluorescent
100%.
flow of cubicles, right?
100%. But at the same time, I know a lot of people who like, oh, it's 40 hours and I just grind like this so that I can do these things.
Sure.
And it's like,
if they can,
so there is, right.
If they can,
if you can get through,
good on them.
Right. But it breaks your soul.
Can't do it.
It breaks your soul.
Never could. Never will.
It's a different struggle, like there's people who are grinding that life. Yeah, you have constant paychecks, you have insurance, you have all the things that are corporate America or medical provides, but at the same time, you are a slave to that stone. You have the issue of, fuck, am I going to make enough money for rent? What is my schedule? Who's going to cover my shift? Where am I going to get I have to work a double. Like, you're grinding, but on your terms, which is great, but it's a different, I don't know. I feel like there's a third option of just like, you know what? I'm fucking good, man. Fucking home invasions. That's how I'm going to get through. Literally, I'm going to win the lotto or home invasions. So that's my 5-year plan. So if you guys want to be on the crew, I'm looking for a driver, an explosives expert, someone who does hand-to-hand. I need a safe cracker. I need a young priest and an old priest, and someone who rolls my weed. So I need a 7-person crew plus myself. That's an 8-man crew. So an 1/8 of a split on any home invasions. If you're ready to do that and make that commitment, email us at twosidedpod@gmail.com. Shit, John's involved. That's a 9-person crew, a 9-way split for the home invasions. twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody asks questions. That's a fact.
And I'm going to do what I love, which is just be the brains of the operation. See? If you do what you love, you'd never work a day in your life. Hit that packet.
Wasn't that the title of Stormy Daniels' book?
My guys, could you please stop talking about doing what your heart desires and it's not all about money? I'm trying to get my husband to go off to work so that I can live the life to which I have been accustomed. Give him ideas.
Don't let him know. Dan, if you're hearing my voice, it's not too late. Go back to bed. You can sleep till 10 and have tea. And I'm pretty sure you can get blood sausage delivered. I don't know, but I think you should go back to bed. I fucking love you, Jules. You know what? You guys, it takes a fucking village to raise a goddamn show this stupid. And we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be.
We wouldn't hear anything.
We wouldn't hear anything if we were deaf. But just like Helen Keller once said.
Oh, I thought you were moving on. Nope, he's not moving on, ladies and gentlemen.
John, shh, they're not going to write us because they can't hear that joke. Fuck. Okay, I doubled down. I had to. Don't you try and fucking shush me, John. All right, folks. Let's do a shot and get the fuck out of here before it gets too.
Before?
John, what I need from you is a little less talky, a little more yes, sirry.
A little less conversation, a little more action.
At the bottom as well as a big man. My boy Pete.
Little pop culture reference. That Elvis remix made him the most singles first in chart singles over the Beatles posthumously. So he got one over them, and then I think Paul brought it back.
Nice. All right. You guys know how much we like post. Nope. We love pre-humulously. Fuck, John. It's
we'll
before
fix it
motherfuckers is 3, 2, 1. We're in post now. John.
Posthumously.
Here's the deal. If you like Raisin Bran or Kellogg's Grape Nuts. Nope, that's Kellogg's. Nope, they're Post. We'll fix that in post too.
They're all at the same spot. It's fine.
Man.
We
A
are
week for the future, but-
posthumously. We are posthumously. Let's have a shot.
Cheers. Dude, I keep hitting my mic. So I have to like aggressively here, let me do this. Meet me, man.
Cheers, everybody.
Folks, and that is all the time we have tonight. We'd like to thank you for tuning in, but if you didn't, we don't give a shit. Nope, that's not it. Folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. You can catch us on all the... Nope, that's not it. Folks, if you like what you've seen, if you can't believe what you've heard, if you don't understand how planes stay in the air, well, goddamn it, neither do I. Gravity's a motherfucker. Nope, that's not it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your parole officer. We are the Two-Sided. We'll be back next week, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. next week, Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich time. Fuck you, time change. You thought I didn't know about you. On Wednesdays, if you're across the pond. John, I think that does it for me, bud.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Yeah.